Our story takes place in the Free Isles off the coast of the Zellish slave empire. In a time of monsters, magic, and the recent invention of gunpowder, the pirates of the Free Isles have prospered in a domain that earned its name in blood long ago, and have continued earning said name ever since. Beyond what the free captains demand of their crew, there is little law and no government. And what was once a free people that followed a code and held freedom above all else, is now a society who cannot resist the gold offered by the Zellish slave trade. While freedom becomes less important than wealth and renown, many of the free captains have begun staking claim to specific regions of the Free Isles, and some have begun raising crew and armies made entirely of slaves. As tensions rise, whispers grow of a possible civil war between the free captains, a war that could leave the Free Isles' fortitudes weakened for attacks from the Zellish in the west, the Sahuagin tribes hidden below the oceans, and a new evil that lurks above. The story begins in Port Peril, the largest of all the pirate ports, and home to the most powerful of the free captains. At a hole-in-the-wall tavern, fate saw fit to bring together a group of young, up-and-coming pirates. Pirates that would one day be known as the High Seven. While some of the group sought work, others came in search for information, and some came to drown their past in cheap alcohol. The next thing they remember is waking up from a drug-induced state and enslaved on the ship Rotwood, captained by an infamous and cruel pirate known as Harrigan the Butcher. Harrigan and his officers stripped them of their freedom and worked them to the bone and abused them daily. It wasn't long before the High Seven were filled with hate for their captors and began to devise a plan. Soon after that, the Rotwood overtook another ship, and her crew captured it after an easy battle. Harrigan declared the new ship would be sold at the nearest major port, and fate made sure that the High Seven was on its crew. Less than a day passed aboard the new ship before the High Seven made their move and mutinied, killing their captors and winning their freedom. Now sailing aboard a broken ship with a skeleton crew, the High Seven limped their way to a safe port and squibbed the ship. Finally free, and with a crew of their own, they set out aboard the tribe to earn their renown and write their own fate.
Who's your daddy? Again, what's up, guys? Jonas Graves here, your favorite filthy casual dadly dungeon master. After our technical difficulties, my wife just randomly, on accident, turned off our internet. So, thank you, honey. I love you. I love you so much. So much. That's the woman I married, guys. She didn't know that if she turned the power off to the internet, it would turn off the internet. Anyway, okay, so moving right along. Last time on Dadly Gaming, you guys had just finished. You guys had just finished your battle royale. You all left alive and having talked to a god and a demigod. One of you having been killed by a demigod. You should be flattered, honored. You know, however you want to look at it.
I almost killed.
Yeah. So, you guys, some of you talked to your crew, saw how they were doing. You talked to some of the slaves. You guys met Theodore, who had kind of become a leader of the slaves. He was just kind of taking the leader position, as kind of helping them figure out what they wanted to do. A few of the slaves did join your group. I think like 7 of them. The now free people, no longer slaves. And then you guys went and talked to Xenos, who was a lovely male tiefling with beautiful white skin and ivory horns, and 2 of you pretty much instantly fell in love with him. Threw yourselves at him. One of you rolled really poorly, and he was not flattered by tiefling catcalls, which are like hell cat calls, I guess. Like, yeah, pretty much, which makes sense. Instead of being like a cat call, it was just like a...
Just like that.
Yeah. So Xenos begged you guys to take him to a port that was just a couple hundred miles away, another slaver's port, where his niece and nephew had been dropped off. He'd been separated from them a few days ago. You guys deciding whether or not you wanted to do that. Nova, completely smitten by the tiefling, just immediately said yes, much to her brother's reprimanding. So he wasn't too happy with that. However, then when Shaggy found out that the port that he had circled on his map matched one that he had discovered in some papers he had found at that slaver's port, he immediately was all aboard, and the 2 of them pretty much just made the decision for all of you. So, you know, that was fun. You guys also discovered that the House of Horrors that you guys had your battle royale in, there was now a magic door inscribed into your ship. What was once just a little closet now led back into that mansion. However, it was no longer dirty and disgusting. It was a beautiful mansion, which only Shaggy found out only let crew members in when he tried to have one of the former slaves run into the mansion and they got thrown across the deck. Yeah. So with that, you guys made your way to the slavers area. You went up on shore. I do need to get you guys on there. You guys went up on shore. Yeah, she'll do. You guys went and checked out the area and noticed that there was no one there. There were no guards. There were no sentries. There was nothing. It was silent. As you guys moved deeper in, you guys checked out the main building that you go into. It was empty. There was cold, stale food, uneaten. You looked, the doors were opened and unlocked. Around that building you went, there was another larger building that was used to shuffle slaves in before they were put into their individual cages. That was empty. And then as you guys went through the main gate, which was also unlocked and opened, you found just rows and rows and rows of 5 by 5 by 5 cages. Those were not empty. They were full of slaves. Many of them, they looked like they'd been there. They hadn't eaten or drinking for a couple of days. And many of them were covered in blood. Their faces bruised. The cages were covered and smeared. It looked like they had been beating themselves against the cages, trying to escape. While you guys continued to investigate, you all heard a beautiful song calling you to the water to find your peace. And several of you failed your wisdom checks. And so Riki, our not-so-friendly giant, Titus, the... How did you put it? The teenage mutant cleric Blastoise. Failed. Somonn, the golden dragonborn, failed. And then the gentleman you guys brought with you,
The handsome tiefling also failed.
the handsome tiefling, failed. All four of them took off running as fast as they could into the ocean, while the rest of you just looked and went, At the same time,
I don't think they quite made it to the ocean, had they?
No. At the same time, you heard all, probably about 60 to 70% of the people in the cages just started beating themselves against the cages, punching the cage, slamming their heads against it, trying to claw through the locks. It was just pandemonium. Other people in the cages who weren't affected many of them were holding them back. Some of them actually had people in chokeholds as if they were trying to knock them unconscious, just desperately trying to keep these people from beating themselves to death against those cages. Quickly, several of them immediately after just a couple of seconds, because they were so exhausted, lost consciousness after slamming themselves in the cage because they had nothing left already. At the same time, you guys suddenly heard multiple splashes coming from your boat, which was about 100 feet out, as over half your crew dove into the ocean and started swimming towards the sound of this beautiful song. You guys did notice up on the deck at the helm, thank you, the wheelie thing at the helm where Fish Guts was, your large fat cook, older cook. He was being held up off the ground by Owlbear, your massive barbarian friend, who was just telling him, "No, bad song, bad lady, no go." And Fish Guts was just screaming, but he was too weak compared to your apparently fairly wise Owlbear, who was not affected by the song. Very quickly, several of you moved towards there. Shaggy noticed what was going on and took off, like he does, into the water, managing by luck to run into the thing creating the sound, which was below the water. He saw, just above the water, he saw a beautiful face with golden hair, golden eyes, and she was singing. And as she came closer, she started to come up out of the water a little bit, bare shoulders. And he immediately stabbed her. No, he immediately stabbed her. First throwing his Blinkhound's dagger, blinking to her and hitting her with her blade. She gave him some sort of strange command, infused with magic. She tried to grab his face, but he was able to resist. And then finally, out of anger, just reached out and bit him. And because she was angry that all of her attempts at magic had, by pretty much just sheer luck, been refused by this cat. And then at that point, that's where we stopped. And so that's where we're going to go ahead. What? Oh, yes, your cape. Your awesome cape. So because one of the attacks missed, because it hit. Correct? Because when she reached out to bite him, his cape, which as soon as it touched the water, a long black leather-looking cape, as soon as it touches the water, it immediately folds in on itself and turns into 6 tentacles, from a squid. And upon attacking him and actually striking those, he used his reaction to wrap them around her and pull her in, instantly grappling her. So now you are face to face with a siren, a beautiful siren, until she opens her mouth with massive teeth, and her mouth opens way more, larger than it should.
Like an anglerfish.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like an anglerfish. You are now face to face with that siren, right about here. Those that failed were just making it to the ocean, trying desperately to get there. And you ran to the edge of the dock. Nova, you ran back to the very end of the dock, correct?
Yeah, I did. Changed my choices.
You were.
Gonna be interesting.
You moved to the edge of the dock. Iris.
I hadn't done anything. That's what I was saying. Like I was wondering.
If you'd like to move, since we're about to start combat, I won't let you do any magic or whatnot.
Okay.
But wherever you want to have moved to, that's fine.
Would you let me run over and try to grapple the tiefling to keep him from running into the water?
What is your? I will not, because you have really terrible. You only have a 7 on your thing. I'll let you get up to him. Like, I'll let you run up to him and get in front of him.
Okay.
And then, Menadora, would you like to move?
I was checking out the stable. I was one this way, please. Thank you. Yeah, I was.
Because you're seeing if there's anything in the stable?
Yep, I didn't know it was a stable or else I wouldn't have checked it.
Yes, upon coming around to the very far right building off of the dock, you see... It's a very nice, fine craft building. Coming around the corner, you just see an empty stable. There are no horses. There's nothing in the stable. They're all gone. You don't know if they went into the ocean or if they just ran off. You don't know.
Hopefully they ran off.
That's what you hope. You don't know how this magic works.
I'm just going to kind of turn, look over there. If I can see anything, then I'll go over there. If not, then I'm going to check out the other buildings.
Okay, we'll let you go ahead and do that on your actual turn.
Right.
So with that, we have already rolled for initiative. And top of the round. Actually, hold on. I need to roll hard. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so the top of the round will be Shaggy because he's almost always first. What would you like to do?
I'm a stabber with my puss blade.
Okay.
$16.
16 hits.
$21 damage.
21. Nice. Okay, so you bring your blade over. Are you aiming for something specific? You're just kind of stabbing down into the water.
Stab her in the throat.
I guess she's actually grappled right in front of you.
Right next to
so you just bring the blade up. You're not able to hit her throat, but you're able to get a nice gash along her neck.
Yeah.
You bring it up, and then you bring it back down.
Nice job.
Luckily, as you're doing this, you're not grappled because as you do it, you find that the tentacles actually kind of maneuver her, twist her in the right angle, trying to actually help you get the blade where it wants to be. They're intuitive on what you want. They're very nice. It's a very nice item.
They're friendly.
Okay. So you roll your bonus attack.
Yep, stab her with the Blinkhound Fang.
Ooh, nice.
That one hits. It's a 18 plus my modifier of 8, so
that hits.
Yeah, she got
That's a total of 80.
Would you say 80? Yeah, 80 hits.
And
just barely.
It's only 4 damage because I had used the dexterity.
Yes. So, yeah. Okay. So you bring that blade in, catching her in the side. You're not able to actually bring it in. As she's pretty slippery. You notice that, like, from about here up is very beautiful feminine. Down lower, not so, much more like terrifying angler fish nastiness.
Yeah.
Her shoulders.
And then I'd like
you do, Simone. She's the most beautiful thing you've ever laid eyes on, and you have to get to her.
Yes.
And then I'd like to throw caltrops. How far away am I from the shore?
Let's see.
I still wouldn't be able to tell because they're right in front of me.
2, 3, 4.
Is it 30
you're
feet?
You're within 30 feet of the shore.
Okay, I want to throw caltrops in front of whoever that person is right there.
That is actually this person here is your ally.
Yeah, I know.
Although you don't know. So right here.
Nor does
Oh wait,
he care.
that's
Or between. You don't know that you would not know that she's unaffected
no.
because you just saw her running over.
But he knows it's me.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw it in front of her. Is this?
Oh, this.
Yeah, that
yes.
one's Ricky. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky.
I'll throw
Okay.
it
All of those
right in
are
front
Yeah,
of
so
Ricky.
along the shore, you see your friends just running as fast as they can with stupid grins on their face. Samoan is just yelling, "I'm coming, my love!"
And just like I would know it was you, you
first.
wouldn't know why I would be throwing caltrops in front of you. You
Yeah,
just know they're being
you just
thrown.
pitch them back. You figure, it's caltrops. It's a good
What?
place for these.
Because
Cat thing.
I was gonna say, I know why you're throwing them because
Can we
you
jump
always
in?
throw caltrops. Just like, oh, the cat's throwing caltrops in. just a regular day.
Yep, just a normal. It is pretty much just a normal day for you. Yeah. So with that, your turn ends.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that will bring us to the bad. They rolled pretty well.
She's still grappled.
She is still grappled.
Disadvantage on melee.
That is true.
So that's fine.
Except so
Oh,
far
wait.
she's only used magic.
Did I have it? It's too late now.
Yeah, you
My
had a
turn's
bonus
over.
attack.
No, I did my bonus attack. I had advantage
Um,
on my
so,
attacks because she's
Angrily, the first thing she's going to do is twist one. She starts to get one of her hands out and goes to touch your face.
Mm-hmm.
You make a intelligence saving throw.
I'm pretty intelligent.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately.
17.
17 fails.
Oh no.
So as she touches you, she brings her fingers around and quickly comes in and kisses you.
Whoa.
As she
no.
does that, your body just freezes.
Uh-huh.
You can't move.
That's fine.
And a wave of psychic energy is just released through her into your mind, and you take 45 points of psychic damage.
How much?
45.
45 points of psychic damage.
You down?
No.
She
You're
just
gonna
used
die.
she just used stupidify touch on him, and you are now stunned until the end of her next turn.
That's fine.
Alright.
She's still
Still
grappling.
grapple.
She is because the grapple is magical.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not me grappling
So-
her. I don't have to roll to see if she's still
She's
grappling.
just gonna
Are
go
you
like
are you
this.
still up? Okay, so that won't matter.
Let go of me. I can't. I'm stuck here.
She just kissed me and I'm like,
Just let it happen.
That's pretty much. Pretty much.
Get off
poor
my
thing.
woman.
Basically.
All three of
We're
us
all
are going
like,
to start fighting on the beach.
Yeah.
So with that, she is then going to, after she pulls away from you,
And the D10.
she sees you, Iris, the tiefling, moving forward and realizes that your back is you're not moving towards her,
Towards
you're
her,
moving
yeah.
towards your friends. And she just mumbles the words, grovel. And with that, you're
So-
going to need to make a...
So you're gonna be on the ground because of the bad guy's choice this time. Potentially. I'm not here.
What did I say? Yeah, so make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't fail, it hurts real bad.
She's not using stupefied. Use grovel.
She's not in melee range.
Die.
Pretty much.
That would have killed almost anybody else here.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
You don't have...
So
So that would be a 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, with a
Oh.
10, yeah, you feel pretty hardcore.
Was that
The
one?
magic pierces your mind, and you'll spend your next turn on the ground just groveling to her.
You're so pretty.
Should have let me cast that thing, Darren.
And then as her final bit, she is going to again lash out at you and attempt to bite you.
She wants a piece
That
of
is a
kitty cat.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Because she's grappled.
Lighter that one.
That is a...
She's a wily little thing.
If she likes cat, I've got
Hold
a
on,
lovely,
hold on.
I've got a lovely Chinese place I could take her to.
Oh my god.
Lovely Chinese place. Is that what you said?
Yes.
He's like, that'll be our first date.
So that is an 18 to hit.
She sure misses.
That's right.
With
so
her
she
teeth.
even which it. Wait, I'm sorry. No, you're second because you're stunned.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a straight roll.
So it would be a straight roll.
Yeah.
Which would have been a. I rolled them, so I just have to reroll. Okay.
Bad juju.
That doesn't matter. Still
Okay, cool.
misses. She, for some reason, she bites down hard on your shoulder, and you can feel it, but the your leather armor just absorbs all of it. She can't quite pierce through it. You feel like it might bruise a bit.
Yeah.
Because she's got a pretty big, like, she engulfs your entire shoulder with her mouth.
Right.
And then comes off more frustrated that you're still alive.
I'm
But,
really, really making
you know.
her mad, guys.
yeah,
You
But
ran
you're-
straight to her.
it's true.
I didn't run. I threw a dagger at her face.
Okay,
And then
and with
teleported
that,
to her.
No, you ran.
be...
I didn't use my tactics.
What is the ran?
I ran solver.
Right. So you
Okay. That's going to finish the bad's turn. Nova, you're up.
Your turn, lady.
Keep in mind, Nova, you do have Hex. It would be Hex Bow's Curse that you never actually use. It's not the magic version.
Yep.
Just reminding you because I don't know that you've actually used that one.
That's not what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I have some logistical questions.
Okay.
Let's say I hit her with a poison arrow,
Mhm.
but it's not from my bow. Still poisoned? And I mean, it hits hard. Let's do this. Either way it's happening. You decide what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to start by casting Hex.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have a circle, she is hexed. Shoo.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
So you cast Hex on her.
That's a bonus action.
Purple's going to be Hex. Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Oh, wait, I have one more question.
Yeah, I
if
know what you're
actually
doing,
do
and
this.
yes.
You told me that if one of them is a bonus action, that I can cast 2 spells on the same turn?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool
level
then.
level 1 spells.
They are
You
level
can
1
cast a
spells, so all
spell,
I needed
and
to
then
know.
your second spell can do a
Cool.
level 1
Okay,
spell.
so that one is a bonus action. So the next thing
That
I'm
will
going to
go
do...
up as you guys get a higher level.
Okay, next thing I'm going to do, after I've hexed her, is I'm going to quickly grab one of my remaining 5 arrows with the black string, and I'm going to charge it, and I'm going to throw it, and I'm going to cast Catapult on it.
Okay, and that is a dex save.
I'm going to take this away, 'cause it's a level 1,
Does this count?
so I don't get as much, but that's okay. And actually... what save was that? When I hex her, I would like to go ahead and do strength for her disadvantage.
So she can't get out. Okay. Okay. So she any strength ability checks, not saving throws, but ability checks.
I know.
So that is a dexterity saving throw, right?
For yes.
Are you using catapult? Yes.
Okay, but let's be clear.
It does not hit. It does not. If she dodges, it misses. I had to go back and reread that.
Wait, what?
If it dodges, it continues going. The first thing it strikes, it stops and does damage. So if she misses, it keeps going until it hits something, or until it hits the 90 feet. I went off stream and double checked that. And she does. This is a magical effect.
Actually, are you sure? Because it says on failed, the object strikes the target and stops moving. In either case, both the object and the creature or solid surface takes
That it's
1d8.
it's whatever it hits. It only stops moving and does the damage when it hits something. Because you can actually, if there is a line of creatures, you can use it, and if the first one misses, it can keep hitting until it hits something.
Okay.
That
P.S.
is- yep,
Those are definitely level 1 spells.
both of those.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got that. Okay, so you do need to roll twice, first off. for each one. So roll 2d20s. If one of them is a 1. And that is going to be a... Even with disadvantage, that is a 15 on her saving throw. Or not with disadvantage, with advantage. She actually gets advantage on that. So that will... She will avoid it,
Can
and
I
your
use
arrow
Ties
will
of
go...
Chaos on other people? Can I?
No.
No, you cannot.
Bend luck is the one you can use.
Roll
on
your
people.
2d20s.
You still have luck that you could use though.
Can I use luck on other people?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can use luck on other people?
You
It's
can
not
use
just
luck to
me?
give her disadvantage.
Technically, you're supposed to do it before I actually tell you whether she passed
It
or
says
failed.
you can
but-
re-roll a d20 roll you make or an attack against you. And no, I
Okay.
wouldn't do that
Yeah.
before I know if
So
she
it's not
fails.
on a
It's a
save.
re-roll.
That's right. So you can affect someone who's attacking you. So it
So
still
what
has
am
to
I
do with you. Is either of
Roll
those a
2d20.
1?
Why am I
D20s.
rolling d20s?
Because you cast 2 spells.
Ties of chaos.
Yeah.
Because wild magic.
Anytime you
That's not how
cast...
Sides of Chaos works.
No. This isn't tied to chaos. It's just
Anytime
wild
you-
magic.
yeah.
If you cast
Yeah,
a spell,
no,
you
that's what
roll.
I'm saying. No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you roll. It says the dungeon master rolls, and if she has to cast a spell that makes her roll, if she rolls a 1, then it automatically happens.
I'll let her roll. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll let her
But
roll.
neither one of these were spells that have to be rolled for.
What were they from?
Hex is automatic, and Catapult is automatic.
It's just any
It's
level
a
1
saving
spell or
throw.
higher.
No, that's not. It's when you cast a sorcerer spell. If it's a sorcerer spell, you always roll. If it's 1 or up, unless I tell you don't have to, but I'm always going to make you roll. So you always roll if you cast a sorcerer spell. So I guess if you used your hex
Oh,
with
this
your
doesn't matter if
warlock
I
spells-
hit it.
No,
I'm
it doesn't
rolling
matter.
for
No, it's
Tides
just
of Chaos?
casting the spells. Yeah.
Oh, then I don't
I'm
have
not
to roll a
having you roll.
d20.
I'm not having you roll for Ties and Chaos. I'm not using that yet.
Okay, then
I'll
I'm
wait.
rolling.
Okay.
Wild magic.
So, everyone make sure you read your classes super well. For wild magic, anytime you use a sorcerer spell of level 1 or higher, so cantrips don't affect it, you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, as you're casting the spell, it goes wild. And it's an added effect
19 and 4.
as you
so
lose
it
control. So you're good.
Go on.
So I'm not having you do Tides of Chaos yet. I'm going to save that. You know, I don't want you to just get used to me doing it the next time you cast a spell. That's not fun. Yeah. So that's your bonus action and your action. Did you want to move?
Did I hit her?
She did not. She got a 15.
Okay. Is there anything around her?
No, it just goes 90 feet in that direction.
No, it goes in the air and down.
Wait, what did you do?
She threw it up in the air and she wanted it to go
She
down.
threw it, so
Target.
you tried to throw it above her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're going to do that, you're going to have to make a dexterity throw because...
It's
you-
magic, Dick.
No. You guys got to read your spells. You can grab one item and throw it. If you're wanting to throw it above her and then cast it when it's above her and bring it down, I'm going to make you actually roll
That
to
is
see if you get it
cast
just
when it's in
above
my
her.
hand, and then when you throw it, it goes up to 90 feet towards the direction I want it to be.
Any object, you don't have to cast it. You can cast it at something across the room. You can pick up a bottle of something and cast it through. So if you're throwing it above her, and bringing it down, you got to make sure you tell me that. I'm just assuming you're throwing it straight from you into her because you have the range for that. We need a little less rule ordering. So are you trying to throw it above her? Because I'll let you do that. You're just gonna roll. You're gonna roll a dexterity check to see what angle it goes. Because if you roll really bad, you're probably gonna throw it to the left a little bit, and it might hit your brother. If you're trying to go up. If you're casting it from where you are, then yeah, you would just release it from there, and it would just go straight to her, which would not hit him. It would hit anything behind it, but there's just ocean. Does mean you could go get your arrow.
Use my arrow. No, that's fine.
Okay,
You
so
do
you release it, and even with her tangled, the arrow goes just barely misses her, flying off into the ocean. Do you want to move? Do you want
Yeah.
to move? Where would you like to move to?
I'm gonna jump on her.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So going into the water?
Yeah.
You have 30, so you've got 60 feet. You're using
To
taxi
taxi
speed?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will get you there. Where are you wanting to be in relation to her?
I'm touching her.
Like against her, behind her,
Oh.
flanking her? Proud of you for not.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be touching her. I want to be touching him.
Okay, so like over here?
No, I want to be
I mean, here would have you. So do you want to be?
with his little things. If I'm beside her, or do I have to be behind her for him to have special stuff? Do I just have to be beside him, or beside
I don't know
her?
what special stuff means.
So what am I
Vortex.
like advantage
Pain
and stuff like
attack.
that?
Oh, you next to him doesn't matter. Or if she's alone, he gets it too, because he's a swashbuckler.
Oh, so either way.
If she has no enemies near her, which she's gotten it the last 2 times, so there are apparently no enemies right next to her. So you want to be right next to her, or
I'll be behind her.
like okay? So you're gonna flank her.
Sure. Just stand up.
Should be right here. Okay. So after hexing her, the hex still holds. Casting your arrow, which just barely misses, you jump into the water and just swim really fast because you're a cat that can swim. Wait, my camera's here. There's so many. You're a cat that can. Wait, no.
Touching her with my face.
Are you? You just get. Your
I can't
face
grab
right
her.
up
That's
to
an
her?
action. So I'm
You're
just
like, hey, kitty. Okay, so you kind of snuggle up to her with your face a little bit, touch like the whiskers are touching her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would take us to Manadora. Where did she go?
Potty upstairs, because
I hate her.
that's where the stuff is.
Next person.
Okay, Titus.
I'm running
We'll
from
come back
the
to her.
ocean.
That's right, you are running to the ocean.
Do you
So
want me to
Titus-
try to do something against that, or am I just
Nope.
freely
nope,
run the ocean?
You already
Okay,
failed. So yeah,
You
so you're
guys-
going to move.
I'm coming, my
Right here,
lady.
so you move 5, 10, 15, 20.
He gets double speed
Yeah.
in the water.
Oh yeah, you're right. So you move 5, 10.
I'm coming, babe.
No, he gets normal speed.
Normal
Yeah.
speed? I thought
It
it
is-
was-
Coming after you.
Yeah, you get
It
your
is
normal
sort of
speed.
amusing that
10,
all the
15,
females
20,
succeeded on their saves.
25,
And,
Manly total coming
30.
your way.
That does put you within 15
I
feet of
didn't
her.
say-
And as you
I didn't
get
say all the males
to,
failed. I said
as you
all
get
ladies
here,
Because we only got 3.
as you get within 15 feet, your mind starts to clear, and you realize maybe she's not
She's
the
not
most
nice.
wonderful creature you've ever seen.
What are those
You've used your movement. You still do have an action and a bonus action. So what would you like to do?
back. Okay. I could cast. Could I cast Guiding Bolt?
Yeah.
All right. It's like 46. Am I right?
Is guiding bolt an
You have
attack?
to roll to see if you hit.
All right. We'll see if I hit.
Yep, hold on. She is restrained. So grappled.
It's a ranged attack, which I don't.
Yeah,
think
so
you
it
would
doesn't.
Get.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
only
help.
his melee attack.
So go ahead and roll to see if you hit. You had your spell casting modifier. Oh, your spell casting modifier is pretty high. Yep, you're right above your spells. Attack bonus. That doesn't seem right.
Actually, you know what's interesting? Grappled and restrained are not the same.
Really?
Right, sure.
No.
They do different things.
Wisdom.
Grappled.
It's wisdom. Hey, so he doesn't have his attack bonus correct. It's wisdom plus proficiency
Plus 8.
plus 8.
8.
Okay.
Correct.
They give different.
Yeah, so it's 8 plus his. So his
Yeah, I gotta pull that up. So.
his attack. Should,
No, that can't be right. Is it?
No, for the attack. No. Yeah, it's just wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah, wisdom plus
his
proficiency.
roll. Sorry,
So-
yes, plus his roll.
Wisdom is 3
Plus
3,
8.
that's
Plus
plus
his
6.
roll, that's crazy.
So 12.
Yeah.
Roll in the
12 to hit.
digits
12 to hit. 12 misses.
Okay.
Was that level 1? Guiding bolt.
No, that's guiding bolt.
Oh, is that
Every level it raises. So if it were to hit, it would be like plus 1d6
so
each level.
guiding bolt? Guiding bolt is a spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it
It's a
it's a cantrip. Okay.
Cantrip, yeah.
Okay. So you reach out, you tap your hammer against your shield, which is also your holy symbol. It glows for a brief moment. Then that glow goes into your arm, and you release a guiding bolt, and it just misses. Nova, you actually feel it like skim the back of your head because you are right next to her. Kind of singes the fur a little bit. But it's not like a fire. It's like a holy singe. So
Portal might still be angry about you trying to kill him in the mansion.
So that is your action. Do you have a bonus action you would like to take? You also have 5 more feet of movement.
I'll just take 5 more feet of movement and then
going where?
Straight
towards her. Okay. So you move 5 more
the
feet in the
demon
water
spawn?
towards towards the demon spawn.
Yeah,
that's correct.
That's fine.
Okay, Menadora.
Yes.
They'll bring us back to you.
Keep us behind.
Sorry for my absences.
It's okay.
I'm going to turn and see if I can see anything that way. And
Yes, you pretty decent passive perception, don't you?
It's right up there.
Yeah, it's 13. It's good. Yeah, so with that, you can see everyone clustering around this area, and you do see spells being let off.
Okay. I'm just gonna look towards that building, look back at them, sigh, and then I'm gonna run over there.
Okay. How fast are you going? Like how many feet?
I guess I'll use my tabaxi speed so I can try and make up the difference and
5,
actually
10,
make
15,
it over
20,
there.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Are you trying to get to those on the
Just
coast or
to
the ones in
where
the
I
water?
can see whatever the actual action, so like at the edge of the dock, I guess.
Okay. 25. So that's 60. That would just be your normal speed and tabaxi speed currently.
Okay.
Unless you want to take a dash or anything.
Would I be able to see her from there? Because I can't really tell the logistics. Can I see her?
Yeah, they're all kind of floating in the water at this
Okay.
point, so you can see all of them bobbing up and down.
All right.
So
That's fine.
I keep doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dungeon Master has gone blind from his
Yeah,
own
she's
laser.
about 60 feet from you currently.
Okay. That's fine. I will cast Magic Missile.
Okay, level 1.
No. I want to use level 2. I'm going to cast it at level 2. I want to make sure this lady's dead. Hopefully.
That's 4D.
That's
4D.
yeah. So you roll 4d4, and then it's going to be +1 for each one, so +4.
Do it.
I'm trying to be quiet.
Opening up my loud.
I'm going to choose my pretty dice for it. All my favorite ones. Get out. They got stuck in the little thingy. $14.
14 just hits.
No, that's damage. Magic missile.
Magic
I don't
missile.
Oh,
roll
your
for it.
magic
Yeah.
missile. That's right. I forgot you were just rolling straight damage. Yeah.
I was like, wait,
Oh,
what do you
damn.
mean it hits? I'm
So-
not using a D4 to try to see if I hit or not.
Hit
That
or
sounds like a
miss.
terrible.
I bet they never miss.
Okay.
Huh?
So,
Ridiculous.
so you cast all 4 of these. You just hold out your hand and watch as they 4 little bolts appear. You throw all of them out. They kind of arc all out in 4 different directions, and they come back down, hitting her like boom, 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 boom on either side, just all around her head. Attempting to decapitate her, but it's unsuccessful. She takes the damage. She is starting to look a little bloodied. She's starting to look hurt.
Starting to look bloody.
She kind of looks
This
towards
lady.
you and growls. She snarls a little bit. So that's your movement, your action, your bonus action.
There's a lot of people over there. I'm going to.
Cast fireball
Do it. Just do
into
it.
the darkness.
I can't see.
There's darkness over there.
Not yet.
Nova says not yet. That's right. Nova got some new toys.
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
I think I got so close.
Okay. So Moen.
I guess I'll just like kind of ready. I'll just ready my daggers and be like,
Okay.
she snarled at me.
Draw your daggers. So Moen, that brings us to you. You are going to move your movement speed.
Okay, so I am just compelled to just
You're
get
just
as close to her as
continually compelled.
possible. Okay.
You're gonna go. You can't go that way.
I got in the way.
Stand there and go like this.
Yeah, you're gonna 5, 10, 15, 20,
Did he move through the
25,
caltrops?
30. He did not. He moved just past them. He did move through Iris, which cost him double movement speed.
Because Iris was absolutely not getting out of the way for him.
That, however, that does put you just within 15 feet of her, and as you use up your full movement of 30, your mind starts to clear, and you see her snarling in her giant nasty mouth, and you realize this is not the love. This is not the love of your life, like you thought it was.
Oh no, not another butterface. And then I cast Ray of Sickness on her.
Oh, okay.
No.
At second level.
Okay.
Range spell attack. And that's a nat 1.
Thank goodness.
Backfire. No.
If he would have hit.
That die is going to
So
sit there
This
for a while.
projected vomit.
This green,
a dice
this
trail?
green mixed with like little bits of necrotic black shoot out of your hand. So your whole arm, sort of the scales on your arm, do kind of the black kind of push comes up a little more. So your arm turns more black than gold now, and you release it, and just before it hits her, it sort of fizzes out. You're like, this not how that was supposed to work.
I still have a bonus action, correct?
Correct.
I...
Alright.
That's super true.
Yeah.
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 Project acid.
Darn it, I can't get any closer to her, can I? I've used all my movement.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh wait, that's the thing that only rogues can do.
Your shotgun's up and running if you
Yeah.
just want to fire that off into everyone.
Bonus action dash. Yeah, that's a rogue.
Yep, that's only a rogue thing.
Yay!
Wow, monks get
Something like it.
an upgraded version.
Is there anybody adjacent to me right now?
There's not. Not quite.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be my turn. I'm done.
Okay. And that was So Iris, you're up. What would you like to do?
So I can. She's like up out of the water now. Like I can see her from
There,
there.
They're all floating at like their shoulders kind of area
Okay.
are now floating in the water.
But can I see her? Like.
Yeah, like you can see everyone. You're standing on the shore, so imagine looking out across a pool. You can see everyone floating. You can you can see them no problem.
Where's it? I need a pointer.
Laser tag thing.
Yeah, pointer.
Oh, you never test them out.
I passed one out. I
Oh!
have one. I'm unsure where the third one went.
You got one.
She got it.
I don't know if I can get quite up to her. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think you can get.
Can I?
Dang it.
10, 15.
Yeah, because you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get right next to her.
Okay, I can get next. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. You can't. You don't have a swim speed. So you would actually be 5.
Oh,
I'll let that be 10, 20, 30. So you can get here is the closest.
Does it
She's-
start being rough terrain like as soon as you get in the water? Because I imagine for a while you can just run on the bottom.
Yeah, like
as
I'm
opposed to
letting
swimming.
this not be rough terrain. This first
Okay.
couple of feet, but
Gotcha.
beyond
And then,
that,
like,
it starts
once
to be.
you're, like-
It's
Okay, that's
it's
fair.
above your. It goes down
once
pretty
you're-
quick.
Once
yeah.
you get like up to your knees.
Yeah, so you're gonna go
That's
5, 10. So you can move 10 feet, and then it's gonna be rough terrain. So it would put you between the turtle and the dragon, and the water dragon currently swimming through the water, trying not to swallow any of it because it'll put down his fire. Is that how that works? You're like a Charmander.
Yeah.
You swallow water, put your fire out, and you die.
Yeah, he
I hope
never
not.
drinks in his
You
life.
never
I'm
drink
sure
any
that's
water ever.
sure that's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I'm real thirsty all the time.
I hope not too.
Water all around me.
I would assume I can tell that they are not like running. Well, they were casting spells at her, so I'm I'd be able to tell that they stopped being charmed when they got close to her. I mean, they're casting attack spells against her. Like
you could probably tell that for some reason, Samoan stopped being charged.
Okay.
Stopped being charmed. You've not actually. Well, no, because you did. Titus cast a spell. Yes. Yeah. So you assume that they're now casting spells at her. So you assume that they've broken free.
Okay.
You
But
don't
I don't
necessarily
know why.
know it's because they got close enough,
That's
but
right.
it does
Yeah, I don't
look
know
like
why.
they broke
Okay.
free of the spell.
She's an enemy of the state. Get close enough to find out for yourself.
Something like that.
I'd offer to move forward, but I'm only way at the table.
What do you want to do? Do you want to cast Fireball?
Is it?
Oh wait, no, it's because I'm like,
I don't
just
have.
I just want someone to cast Fireball into their fritz.
It's grappling's an action, isn't it?
Yes,
Grappling.
grappling is an
You
action.
can't do it as a bonus.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have like an ability to let you do it.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah, I'll just Can you like move me up as close as I can get to her? And
So you can get all the way to here.
Okay. And then I will shoot her. Attempt to shoot her with my bow.
face.
I'm gonna try.
You got in the. Okay.
Forget the face,
Not-
shoot her in
go
her
ahead.
big toe.
Why would I not want to be in the
Or are you shooting with a bow? That is
Yeah.
a disadvantage.
So, that's why.
Oh,
Would be a
well,
disadvantage. Do you want to shoot as you're running forward before you're in the water?
Yeah, can
I will
can
allow
I shoot?
that.
Can I shoot her and then move? I mean,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
allow
gonna
you
do
to
that.
shoot as you're moving forward. You're
I guess I
firing
was-
your bow.
I guess I
Okay.
was thinking I was only like
'Cause
waist high,
Iris-
so it wouldn't be.
Iris
an disadvantage,
knows well
but
enough. Well, at this point, once you're 15 or so
okay.
feet out, you're
Then
to
you're-
where it's
It's pretty
you're-
okay. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
shoot.
So
at
go ahead and
can I
take your
shoot at her
shot.
first? Okay.
She's not humanoid, so no advantage. Or no, you don't get advantage. You just do more damage. Never mind.
Yes. Natural 20.
Woo!
Very nice.
All right.
So roll to hit.
Shaggy might get to live!
Did that was
It's
the
very
natural 20.
Roll your
Ball
damage.
6.
Double the dice, right?
I thought that's what we've been doing, right?
Oh, I did not do that on any of my natural ones.
Yeah, when you roll.
Shaggy's not living.
Well, you
Never
just
mind.
roll a dice and double whatever it is
Oh.
instead of rolling extra
Instead of
dice.
rolling
It's
two
faster.
dice?
He looked
Yeah.
at his phone, and he picked up some dice, and he
Don't
rolled.
worry about it.
I'm not. I'm just saying Shaggy's still dead. Bye-bye, Shaggy. Who's nice being your sister?
I have some potions.
What?
But... What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I might have overdone it.
I love this game so much.
Okay, that's
That's so terrible.
19 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, nice. So as you start to run into the ocean, seeing your friends, you pull the bow back. Even in full motion, you kind of watch as everyone's bouncing back and forth. You release the bow, and it finds her right in the shoulder, just under the neck. She kind of squeals from the pain. She's starting to look pretty bad.
I'm just gonna have to go and buy like 2 more bags.
Like, she's starting to look real bad. As you do that, is that your as you are getting into the water, there is a flash from your side, and you look down, and suddenly you notice your body is your entire body is radiating light from the entire thing. All of your skin, your clothes, you're just this beacon radiating bright light out to 30 feet.
Actually,
Yeah, not.
no. I was
That's
gonna say,
it.
I think we have to retract all. Did we already skip one of my turns for groveling? I think
No.
that whole dang it. Dang it!
Okay, so we're just gonna
I'm sorry.
go all the way back.
It had been so long
as
since
you're,
I got
as
it
you're
out of my
groveling,
turn.
in your mind, you don't realize you're groveling. In your mind, you see yourself doing all of these amazing things, but in reality,
Gotcha. I'm
you're just
just-
on the ground, mumbling to
I was gonna say,
yourself
'cause am I,
about
like-
all the things you're going
Am
to
I,
do.
like, am I prone? Am I like on my knees?
Yeah, you're on your knees.
Okay, I
yeah,
figured.
mumbling about the things that you're going to do and picturing that. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be Riki.
Who's
I gotta move. I gotta run.
Is he gonna run to the
5.
caltrops? Because I threw them in front of him.
He does, because that is the closest. That is the
Unless I
closest.
was purposely
Yeah.
trying to throw them in front
So
of him.
it's gonna be. It counts as.
He has to
rough
roll.
terrain?
He counts as rough terrain, and he
Okay.
also has to roll
That's
a DC.
10.
He has to roll a DC of 15.
Go ahead and roll.
If you don't roll more
Dexterity.
than 15, then you stop and you take 1 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
So
stop you?
what
I
is
thought you
your
jumped
what's your
at the end.
dexterity?
No, he takes 1 damage
3?
regardless. But
Okay, so you
Dexterity.
stop on the clap traps as they as the caltrops, and you take 1 point of damage. The only thing you can think about is getting to her, and that's your turn.
That took 1 damage. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. And then that brings us to him. Who's gonna go
Lushaga. Oh no, that
5, 10, 15.
I scream,
He's gonna
stop!
get
Don't
right
hit
here.
the water, beautiful boy.
He's going to run into. Actually, you know what? He's going to run along the coast right here. Yeah, he's still within.
See, now I'm singing random songs. I hate them so much. I love you.
So he's actually going to come right up to the water's edge, and he's going to throw a dagger at her.
You shake so much. My pop's gonna go flat.
Nope, he can't do that. Never mind. He's got to go his full speed. That's
no,
right. So he's going to go right here.
Roll. It's gonna be my turn.
That's going to be 5, 10.
Mm-hmm.
That is his speed. He is going to be very confused, and he's going to back up 1. Not really sure what is happening. And, yeah, that's all he's going to do for now. You guys do see many of your crew members are swimming as fast as they can. Getting about 30 feet because they're, not that fast. Just swimming out across the water towards them. So, also many of the slaves are starting to get on board, like getting ready to jump off. You see a few people like grabbing them, trying to hold them
I thought
back.
you locked that.
No, you didn't lock
They're not
them in.
actually slaves.
I'm gonna lock it.
Yeah. So now, Shaggy, that
I wonder if all
brings
the
back
slaves
to you.
can swim.
After the bad, you'll be on deck, Nova.
Not because they're slaves,
Come on,
but
Shaggy.
because I don't want any
Survive.
else to
I rolled a
find
hitter and I get advantage, correct? Because I rolled 2 dice
just
because
wonder
my
if they
sister's
can
on the other
swim.
side of her.
That's correct.
That is
And you
correct.
don't- Yeah.
So I got a 3 and a 20.
So 20 is what you're
Yeah.
like 2 hit or a
Yeah,
nat
2
20?
hit her, a nat 20. I got a 3
Okay, that's
and
all
a
you need
20.
to tell me. Yeah, because it's advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Cameron's like, yes, I rolled a really low number, but I got a 20 with advantage.
I'm super upset because the 20 I got is on one of the dice that I never used, and the 3 that I got is on the metal dice that I constantly
That you love.
use.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
She's getting stabbed with the puss blade, by the way, because that's in my main
Okay.
hand right now.
It's so funny when you say it. Because every time he says it, I don't think of an octopus. I'm just like, oh, it's a cat blade. It's got ears.
Wow.
No, it is an octopus blade.
Right.
20. And then... How much damage is this?
What? Do you need a guy?
Are you doubling it once, right?
Yeah, it's all doubled once.
12.
Yeah, so 12 plus 20.
22.
So it's 24.
What?
42.
Wait, what?
You're
12
not.
doubled.
Why
is
do you
20.
do it this way?
12?
22
what?
times 44. Okay, it's 44.
What are you talking
What are
about?
you
It's
talking about?
44.
It's double,
What's
correct?
the dice?
You only
And
no,
you
you
got
only double the
two
dice.
dice.
You
and
only
two
double
doubles.
the dice. So
You don't double
22
the
doubled is 44.
Less anger, Nova.
50.
Less anger. Okay,
Where'd
so I
you
guess
get
if
the
you
other
dice
Plus
with 22.
6.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Plus 6.
Yeah, she got stabbed with the puss blade.
Oh, because you have
For the
5.
dexterity
Yeah.
modifier,
Yep.
that's plus
5
6.
plus 1 because it's magic. Okay,
Yep.
so 50 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, plus 50,
How's
She
she
dies.
looking now?
she is like wrapped up, and you do just bring that blade straight up through her neck, up through her head, and it sort of peeks out the top. She kind of flails for a second, and then she goes limp.
I did that.
Nice.
It was my magic missile the whole time.
Now, how far away is the boat?
The boat's about
Real
from
magical.
you. Yeah, it's about 80 or so feet.
80 or so.
Yeah, it's about 80 feet away.
I'm gonna swim 30 feet towards the boat.
Okay, so you swim off.
So it's less than 80 feet now, right?
Yeah, now it'd be about 50.
She's still grappled, by the by.
Oh,
You're just dragging her body with
Okay.
you.
Okay, so we're just gonna say you're right in here.
Right in there.
Towards
Would
the
that
boat.
make it to where you couldn't swim as fast since you have a body with you?
Yeah, you'd be half your speed.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I've only used one attack.
So bonus action or
No,
or
I'll
tabaxi
just
speed.
swim and then tabaxi speed, so I get 60 feet, so it's actually 30.
So it's 30 feet. So
Yeah.
that's right where you wanted to be.
Right.
Okay,
And
so
then
you're
I'm
now
gonna-
about 50 feet.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna throw the blink hound fang at the mast of the boat.
Okay, go ahead
That
and roll
body's
the hit.
going everywhere.
Now you have already used one teleport.
Yeah,
so
but
you
it was just
can't-
for me.
Yeah, but it still uses 2, and you only have 5 charges. So you
Right.
won't be able to bring her with
I
you.
won't be able to, but she's not actually a person anymore. Now
Not
she's just an
actually.
accessory.
Yeah, but she still weighs a solid, probably 150 pounds.
You know what? No,
She's not light.
I-
She's only like
wanna-
140. She's lost a lot of blood.
That's true. So like she weighs like 143 pounds after
Alright,
7
I would've,
pounds of blood loss.
Instead of doing that then, because I thought I would be able to bring her with me, I would have taken my movement, then my bonus movement, then my tabaxi speed, so that way those two get doubled.
So you'd be 60,
It'd be more
Okay.
than 60. 30, 60 doubled.
You said
because
because
of
if
the
you
tabaxi.
have
but
it
it's still
later.
halved. If you're
So
dragging
you
her.
end up
So I think-
60.
so it'd be
Right, yeah,
60
altogether
total.
it'd be 60.
Yeah, so you're about 20 feet from the boat. So you are now currently passing the people that were swimming towards her.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's not terrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
This is a dead siren. The cat's just going through the water like a torpedo.
with that.
That was laughed at.
I would.
Can't we get on the boat and then, like top 2 more?
So with that, you guys see now that she's dead. Roll my good stuff.
more silence.
Let's say they pop up, give us back our sister.
I would just leave. I'd be like, no magic missile
Yeah.
can't do anything against that.
This represents her siren. Right in here, you see another siren start to come up out of the water, and she just says,
Guessed it.
"Cat," and her eyes glow black, and she reaches out her hand, and she is going to cast Enemies Abound as she quickly looks across the water. Make an intelligence saving throw. Everyone make an intelligence
No.
saving
Oh gosh.
Oh, I got
You know
this
what
one,
that
guys.
is? No.
Intelligence saving throw.
No, I mean, you know for what spell does. Just
An intelligence saving throw.
You tell me what I have to beat, and I'll tell you if I beat it.
I'm not very smart.
He doesn't want to do more counting.
Oh, thank
No, I
goodness.
already
God.
counted up.
Your entire crew failed.
The entire crib's
Wish I could
underwater
say it
or
was
the
cocked.
entire.
Everyone she can see. Everyone in the water and everyone on deck. Oh, that's right.
Not
About
me.
half of them are
I'm
on deck.
behind her.
team kill. Sorry.
Do I still have to
Okay,
roll? I'm
so
behind her.
half the slaves on deck got a nat 20. So half the slaves on deck did not. They did not. Yes, go
I'm
ahead.
behind her. Do I
No,
still have
she
to roll?
quickly just looks everywhere. As she
I
comes
just
out,
rolled
she does
really
a
high.
full
She's got a head
180
movement,
to get
right.
eyes on everyone
Alright, fine.
as she casts this spell. So,
I still rolled really well, so I'm good.
27.
pass.
27?
Yeah.
That's a 26.
Sorry,
Yeah.
26.
Still
Learn how to
passes.
count. 25.
Sorry, not so much. Minadora
25.
passes. Nova?
Nova.
Samoan?
No,
That's a big
wait.
7 for me.
Well,
That's a fail.
obviously.
Nova, your intelligence, it's +2.
I am
for saving
deciding whether or not what I have is good enough or if I'm going to use my luck.
Okay,
And
decide
reroll.
fast.
Nova's nervous.
3,
Nova's nervous.
2. Okay.
Oh, I'm happy I rerolled. 20.
Okay, that passes.
Oh.
You
I've got a
fail.
big 7.
9.
Fail.
20.
Passes.
Why are you
Modified
excited?
Modified 20. Passes. Very nice, guys. Very impressive. 'Cause she has a DC of 18.
I'm so happy I rerolled. I had a 16 the first time.
Okay,
I was like,
so
it could be.
I got half of that. I got half
As
of
the
that.
spell is cast,
The two in the corner are
Um,
like, yay, we failed.
you two, all you see now is enemies. Everyone you look at is enemies. They all want you dead.
Very happy.
All of it now?
Everyone. Everything you see is enemies. All each other
No, them.
are enemies.
No, both of you.
No,
So-
both of us too. Each other.
Are your sails no wind in them anymore?
No, they're still there.
No, they're there, but there's no
Why?
wind.
Hey guys,
Who am I closest to?
I'm sorry.
I'm all the way
Apologize
on
to
the
me.
dock.
I gotta wait
so-
for a reason.
I'm on
Oh,
the
no.
dock, so I'm good. Kind of.
Corey's gonna kill the NPC. It's right next to him.
You're too pretty.
Leave my
Fire
tiefling
breath.
alone.
You're tiefling, excuse me.
It's been a long time since I've seen another tiefling.
So
He's really
every
That's
turn,
not
you
true.
guys will attack a random
Maybe
creature
not even- not
within
even-
range of you
Not even
that
magic.
one of your abilities
idea.
can see.
Can we choose our attack?
Yes.
Can we
Yes.
choose
You
those?
Literally
You will
just-
naturally choose the most powerful, like the most damaging attack your character feels is it needs to do.
I'm happy.
I will let you like choose as long as you don't try to. As long as you role play it, like I'll let you go ahead and decide how you want to mess with someone, and it will be
Fire
random
breath.
for
I picked
anyone
them with my
within
fingernail.
range. So, with that, she is then going to swim. Oh, you're already gone. She's very angry at you.
I didn't do anything.
You have her dead sister grappled.
I don't have anything.
You're left with her sister. She
Or
would like her
child,
back,
or-
please. Yeah.
Look,
Whatever.
she kissed me first.
How does that work? How does his magical grapple work?
She kissed
Until
me.
I decide to disengage the
Am I
grapple.
am I hearing she kissed me? She was asking for it. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Then she bit.
She didn't ask. She just took. So now I'm gonna see what tasty food we can make from her body.
Oh god.
She's then going to move.
Sushi!
She has a movement.
I will try some.
I would
Maybe
would
it'll
think
make
more
me
along the
more
lines of-
charismatic.
would think I would
cut
think
shade
more along the
into
lines of
She's going to. She after casting this, she's going to look back, seeing the cat up on the deck.
Oh,
It's
you're
pulled away.
terrible.
She's going to jump up onto the deck. She can't reach the other cat, so she's going to come up to you and she's
Oh,
going
and
to
all
reach
she knows
out.
is you're a cat.
As you see the rest
Disguise
of her
self.
form, she's a beautiful woman right about to here.
You have
And
no
then the
nips.
rest of her is just this disgusting, scaly fish thing that just jumps up. Like her tail kind of breaks into two. She kind of uses it to do this awkward, like snake-like walk.
Can I use my reaction?
Not even a butt of
No,
face.
I
no,
want my reaction. That
For
that
what?
chick just up to run away.
no.
'Cause
So
I have
she's
a
gonna
spell
reach
that's
out
a
and start to
reaction.
touch your face.
I don't wanna.
Go ahead and make. Go ahead and make another
Don't do that.
intelligence. Make an intelligence saving throw.
I don't wanna.
Come on, Metador.
I
No,
believe
that's
in
what my
you.
character's saying. I'm trying to roleplay.
That
was
No, I'm
planned.
saying, come on, roll. I want you to succeed.
Plus what? I'm really
Plus your
excited.
intelligence.
Oh,
saving
thank you.
throw.
Oh, so
Get up.
23. We know
Okay, so with that, she
We
touches
know
you
my
and she
goal.
starts to come in, and you're able to push her away,
I was waiting.
avoiding her
Shush.
really terrible kiss.
Ugh.
She is
her
then
real
going-
head.
she is then going to lash out and attempt to bite you.
Of course she is.
That is
They like
a
to bite.
natural 3. That will miss.
So, my
Again, you're
initial
just like kind of
response-
slapping her. You go, I don't want it. I don't want it. As she's trying to touch you, trying to bite you, she just finds air.
So she's my child. Got it.
Nova, you're now up.
Okay, Nova uses one of her shiny new toys
Oh.
and instantly casts darkness onto her necklace.
Okay.
In case you were wondering, her necklace is a beautiful, what looks to be like a marble, but inside of it, it looks like the galaxy. It's very important. Her last name is Orion. First name is Nova. Got a star thing going on. And she casts darkness directly on that necklace.
You stop.
Okay.
Also,
So
in case you're wondering,
a 15-foot sphere of darkness originating on Nova appears in the water. She's in the water, so it's actually like this just half dome. Because it's like the necklace is just below the water, so it's just like this half dome, but it is still very much like you cannot see Nova. You can also not see. And did you use Hex? Remember, that's up if you want a bonus action.
Yeah, Hex was on the dead body that I dragged away.
Yes.
It's like, you know when a cat kills a bird?
So that is
and
an
they're taking
action,
the carcass
correct?
to their owners?
For
Yeah,
that.
darkness is an action.
In fact, what would you like to do?
So, Schutz is your owner on the boat that you're bringing?
Yeah, so he can cook this thing. He can cook the siren. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Brought you a present. Why aren't you pleased?
So you said we can do a cantrip?
go ahead and
Happy. You want to move this to the other siren?
yeah, go ahead
Let me
and
try
bonus
this on
action
your
that
face.
to the siren.
Okay.
And then Nova is going to take a deep breath, and she is going to use all of her speed and cat tabaxi movement speed. Right, did I move last turn?
Mm-mm.
You did not.
You said
Oh, cool. I'm going to use all my stuff. Deep breath. I'm going to dart directly down.
Wait, did you move last turn?
It's fine. I don't need my tabaxi speed. I'm going to dart
You're going
directly down.
Down into the water?
Down.
Okay. So
We go
that's
down.
your speed plus. So you can move
I
30 feet
don't have
underwater.
tabaxi speed.
Okay, so just your normal.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's 15 feet.
Because
Okay,
I
so
did
you
move
go.
last time.
You go
So I
15
did
feet
say-
So
underwater.
there was darkness, but
So now the darkness is, and you guys can see just this little dark spot underwater.
Goodbye.
It's still there, yeah. It's just this dark bubble just following you underwater. It is. Well, did you take Devil's Sight?
Sure do.
Yeah, so you can see fine through it. You see right through it. The darkness, you just ignore it. It doesn't matter to you. Like you can see, it's kind of distorted to where you know it's there and where it ends, but you can see fine. Okay, so that is Nova's turn. Nova is hiding. Matadora, what would you like to do?
The question I had to ask is if
I'd rather say it. That's all.
you were doing cantrips as like that I could do cantrip and then like a first or second level spell, or no?
Yes.
Like
only
that would be
only
my
if
bonus
it
action
actually
kind of
uses.
thing?
Only if the cantrip is a bonus action, though.
Okay.
Like you can't just make a cantrip become it like it
Stop!
has to.
Leave my stuff alone
You
before I
have
smack
to
you.
be able. So angry, you two. You have to be able to actually like convert it into a bonus action.
He's
or
gotten
use
into my
something.
pockets 4 times to grab random miscellaneous stuff out. I'm done.
You are not Shaggy in real life.
I found a toy.
Great. So now we know why Cameron's good at role playing Shaggy because
Yes.
he's just Shaggy.
Yes.
He's not role playing. He's just being himself. Except now he knows he won't go to jail if he murders people. That's
I would like.
the only difference, right?
I would like to use.
Fair enough.
Shush.
Only go to jail.
I would like
Okay.
to
You
use
get caught.
to cast Ice Knife at her.
Okay.
So I just
Is
kind
that
of
a ranged spell attack? What's it say?
stop getting in my pockets.
You took my toy.
It has a range of 60 feet.
It's her turn. Stop. Thank you. Okay.
It does. Oh, it does
You
say a
need a
ranged
fidget
spell
spinner.
attack.
So
it would be a
because
disadvantage.
it'd be a disadvantage because
Oh,
she's
okay.
around you, unless you want to pull away and take an attack of opportunity.
That'd probably
Which
be
is just her
smart.
bite, but.
But then she would have a reaction, though, right?
Yeah, she would get to
An
try to bite
opportunity
you.
attack?
Yeah.
I should have read that better.
I mean, she'll cast Disintegrate up now.
Right.
As a reaction. That's right. As a reaction, she casts Disintegrate. On
I'll
her
just
ship.
We just got that
Don't
back.
Just a couple more levels and I'll throw some stuff like that at you guys.
Oh, I don't like any of those things.
Oh,
No,
fast.
I'll just do poison spray. I'll just reach out, touch her, and poison
Is that
spray.
a
It
check for her?
is. Is it a what? I couldn't hear you.
Is that a check for her?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw?
My turn.
Yes.
Cast Darkness and Hex.
That is a fail.
Okay.
With a 6. She doesn't look like she has that high a constitution. She's fairly beefy, but she doesn't look like she's that strong. Oh,
Okay.
what did you still want it to be? Strength, Nova, for your hex.
Yes, please.
Okay.
16.
16 points of damage.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I read that right.
First damage on her. Okay.
Right.
So as you're kind of doing this, no, don't. As you do that, you quickly like weave your little hands as you're slapping at her, and she doesn't even realize you're weaving because you're just slapping at her, and all of a sudden you just cast poison spray from your hand and just bathe her in
Poison.
nasty. Is it poison or is it
It's
acid?
poison spray.
Poison. Okay, just this nasty poison. She starts kind of coughing a little
It
bit.
doesn't give the. Poison.
Doesn't give them poison, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she
I
takes
have-
16 points of damage. Did you want to move or you're stand put?
I have a bonus action that I can stealth.
I mean, if you get somewhere that you can stealth, yes. You have to actually like break line of sight. You can't just look at her and go stealth. Because she'll just look at you and go.
I want a bonus action. Grab a smoke
Stupid if I
bomb.
touch.
I want to grab a smoke bomb. Like that.
Okay.
Because I have
As
one of
a,
those.
yeah.
I'm gonna break it. You're like, haha.
Throw it on the ground.
Yes. That is what I was like. I will mark that off on my thingy now.
Okay.
Because I have
That
one
one
of
is
those.
yeah, because it's an actual item, so that's a bonus action to use. Okay, so you threw it. You throw that on the ground. Now that does use your bonus action, so you can't actually go into full stealth this turn.
Right, but I can.
But it does completely obscure her, so she cannot see you.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Do you go ahead and stay next to her still, or do you
No, I
move
want
at
to
all, or-
move now that she can't see me.
Okay.
Um,
Now, just because she can't see you doesn't mean
I
she
know,
can't
she can
try.
still
She can
have-
still, yeah,
yeah,
she'll just
it's
have a
just
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay,
I'm
where would you
fine
like
with
to go?
I want to go this way, back off the dock.
Back
That's what
off?
she'll be doing.
Okay. The full.
As much as I can. At least to the end,
Okay.
but I would like to try to go
15,
into.
20,
I don't
25.
have the thing.
There's 30.
Your baby.
It's over there.
Can I have the thing? The thingamajig?
Is this you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
You know what? No, it's not. Isn't this is you?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
There we go.
Forgot to accept it.
I got this.
I would like to
Yeah.
try to go here if I can.
Okay. Do you have tabaxi speed? Did
Yes,
you
I did
not
not
move this
move.
last time? Okay. So then you have another 5, 10, 15,
I
20,
don't believe
25. You want to go to the side?
Comment if I did.
30?
No, you had it.
I believe you
Okay.
stood there and threw.
That's right.
Yeah.
I stood there.
Yeah, okay, so you're able to get in and duck just around the corner. So
Okay.
you're now
I'm cool
out
with
of
that.
her line of sight.
No, I'm
It's
gonna hide.
almost as good as hiding. There's a wall between you and her.
Almost as good as hiding.
Okay.
Also, we should make note that
Titus.
she wouldn't know where she went.
Well,
That's right. She wouldn't have known where I went.
that's
So
what
this
it
is
is.
good
She can
hiding.
tell the direction, but she does. Yeah, she does not actually know your location. Correct.
Right.
She just knows you ran off in that
Because it's
direction.
30 feet
There
heavily
be anything to
upstairs
physically
and then another
indicate
30
the
feet
people
up
that
up here.
failed their save and now see enemies
No, there would
everywhere?
not be.
Like we can't tell if
Nope.
they. Okay.
There would be nothing, nothing to indicate that currently, until they start attacking you.
I'm getting all
Yes.
Titus, what
I'm
would you
evil.
like to do?
So I mean.
Yeah, so be evil. Everyone you see is go ahead and
Scary.
roll a
I can pick and
1,
choose,
2,
or do I need
3,
to roll
4,
to see if I
5,
choose? Who I attack?
6. Yeah, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
That's probably the easier way to do it.
Titus was like, I wanted to cast Guiding Bolt at Shaggy.
A 1. That's gonna be Nova.
Okay,
Yeah,
So you turn what?
you said everyone
She
you can
went down.
see.
Oh, you're down.
I'm down and
Okay.
in darkness. You can't
That's
actually
right.
see me.
Maybe
roll in for
layer
that?
over. So you,
Yeah, re-roll for a 1. Because Nova's underwater. You can't actually see her
5.
anymore. A 5. So that's gonna be Riki.
Oh,
Ricky.
He's still stuck on the shore.
looks like we
Who's
are
stuck on
getting
the
that.
shore. Luckily, Riki, you're no longer.
Hang
So
on.
what's funny is those caltrops, when you get
Okay.
within 15 feet, it wears off. So because you stopped him from getting that close, he just stood there, still trapped in that spell.
Yeah.
So awesome job on
Did
the caltrops.
Did it,
Wait,
did it
so
transfer
even
to
though
the other
she's
side?
dead, I'm just sitting
No,
there warning.
it's gone. It's gone
Is it-
now.
No, I'm sitting there
Oh.
mourning.
It doesn't transfer to the
I
other
was like,
side?
you gotta have a reaction.
No, not until she starts singing, but she's not doing that yet.
Alright.
Half your people are about to
Cut her
kill each
throat
other.
real hard.
She just used like a unique siren version of Enemies Abound. That's normally a one-person spell. Hers is a unique, like, just area.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
it's
obnoxious.
an area of effect. It's within like 90 feet.
That's rude.
I
It's
have
just
a
rude.
question before I have my
Yes.
attack real quick. Can I do anything to help myself?
What do you mean?
I'm under a spell, only attacking, right? So I mean, can I
If
cast
the attack
You
will
don't-
help you hurt something, yes.
and protect
You-
myself at the same time?
You don't know you're under a spell.
Yeah, I know.
What is it, a
just
bonus
figured
action?
I'm blinded in a certain way.
Is it a bonus
so-
action or an
A
action?
bonus action.
Well, yes, I'll let you
like
use
shield
it as
of
a
faith on
bonus action.
myself and
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
cast guiding bolt
Yeah,
at Riki.
yeah, at your highest level.
Oh yeah, at Riki. Which will be
Okay,
if
so
I
you
hit, it'll be
cast
5.
Shield of Faith, so that increases your AC by 2. Your AC is now 22.
Okay, cool.
You're now concentrating. And you cast Guiding Bolt at Riki. So it'd be 3 plus your wisdom is 3, so it'd be plus 6 to hit, plus whatever you roll.
Plus 6 plus whatever
6
roll?
plus your roll, correct.
Okay, so that'd be
It's nice having everyone's base stats.
9.
9 total?
9 total.
Yeah, that will miss.
Okay.
So mark off a 3rd level spell. So you do the same thing. You tap your shield, which glows. It glows this bright, radiant white, and then the energy transfers into your arm, like through the shell, through the armor, and then out of your hand, and it just completely misses Riki. Actually does hit this building. You do hear, Menadora, you hear a brief thud just outside to your right, as you don't know what it is,
I'm
but
just gonna go like this.
yeah, you just
Yours are gonna go flat and just gonna go.
Any movement?
no, you don't see any movement in there.
Do I get any movement?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So you would probably close the distance since you're melee, because he's your.
I'm more melee than
Okay.
range attack, so I'd probably
So-
close distance.
That's me.
Yeah, so you're.
Nope.
That's
nope.
me.
Yeah.
I'm the one that looks like kind of like a dwarf.
So you're gonna get right up on him,
Yeah.
so you can bash him in the face. So you start to come up out of the water. You're big, hulking.
I was swimming before, so it might be better now.
Yeah. Okay.
Ends my turn.
That's Titus's turn. Somonn, what? Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Reroll if you get a 1.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. So that's gonna be Xenos, right next to you.
Seeing how many enemies are around me, though, I am going to pull out my necklace that I keep forgetting about,
Oh, okay.
and I am going to whisper to it, and just basically say, "Shortandros, time to wake up," and then roll for that.
Okay. So make 2 rolls.
Do I hear him?
I
Do you think
whispered
I
it.
would-
Yeah, I know he whispered it. Make a perception check just to see if it's super high.
Are we all making perception
No,
checks?
No, it just.
because she's right
If
there.
I mean, I would have recognized. I would think I would recognize that if I heard him.
Natural 20.
I
No.
am going to choose.
Super far away. You just see my ear go.
I am going to choose maximizing the damage of my next damaging spell. My next damaging spell I cast within the next minute.
Was that a bonus action or an action to use that thing?
That's an action,
It's
and
an
I still
action,
have a
okay.
bonus action.
Okay.
And
I got a 16.
I am
16,
sorry.
You do not hear him.
I am so sorry.
You do see this little medallion glow, and there's like multiple colors that flip around it, and then go into his chest.
But
And
that
you get to
doesn't
see
mean
his
anything
family,
to me.
that's for
But
sure.
what he said would
Yeah.
have meant something to me if I had heard it.
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath
Oh god, I knew it. See, I called it.
On it's a bonus
and
action.
breathe it on
Xenos,
Xenos.
because that's your current target. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill my tiefling. It's not your tiefling.
Possibly, because that's.
Does it help if he's standing in the water?
Now, I would want to make this as
He is
high
right
as
off
a
the
damage
coast.
as possible, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's at 3rd level.
Oh god. and it's gonna double the damage because of the.
Maximize.
Okay, so sorry. He makes a
max
dex
it,
save.
that's right,
He
max.
makes a dexterity save.
Okay.
Dragonborn keeps setting people on
How many
fire.
dice is it? Now?
46.
He's pretty dexterous. Pretty dexterous. Let's.
So 24. No need to roll.
Where's Eli?
It maximizes your damage dice.
Oh.
So it makes it 4 6.
Yeah. So max. So they just all are maxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And
That's a nat 1.
That's his first spell.
Buddy.
So
So
24
he
damage.
fails and takes 24 damage. He's looking bloodied.
Okay.
Yay! And I am going to. Am I adjacent to him?
You are.
You're right there.
Okay, then I probably wouldn't try and move closer to the rest of the group. I'm just going to stay and try and finish him off first.
Okay. So you, as I said, you whisper to your medallion. It glows with multiple colors. They swirl around it, and all of a sudden goes into your chest. And as it does that, you turn, take a deep breath, and you just bathe him in fire. The fire actually has like the multiple colors that got sucked into your body. You see them coming out as it just scorches him. His body immediately, the white turns like darker brown as his body is scorched. He's looking real bad. Luckily he's fairly hardy, so you didn't want to shot him, but he's still looking real bad.
Please stop.
Nova.
His poor family.
Yeah.
No
So,
reason to-
Iris, you're up.
Not Xenos. He's not living right now. That's all.
I have a friend that asked me how her night was going, and I said, good. And he said, who's winning? And I went, LOL, that's not how that works.
But not you.
I'm
I'm doing
winning.
fine. Let's be clear.
Oh, okay.
I'm great. I haven't been hit this time.
Okay.
This
I
is true.
haven't
This is an
either.
improvement for you.
Yes, Iris. That's true. You guys are doing super good.
Real good.
Your love interest is about to die, but go ahead, Iris.
It's
What are we
okay.
doing?
I will fix him.
What are we doing?
Alright. I'm gonna.
Hopefully
I'm
I'm
gonna
the tiniest
cast.
violin.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit. Because
Okay.
I don't know why everybody's attacking each other suddenly, but I'm gonna at least try to keep everybody alive. See what happens.
Just to clarify, she's the ranger. She's trying to keep everybody alive.
I love you. Okay. Where are you putting healing spirit, or how's that work?
It says call in
Sadly, I'm not Mercer. I've not memorized all of your spells
right.
yet.
It says
I'll get there.
you call for the natural
years
spirit
later.
to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that it is a 5-foot cube. that
Okay,
you
so
can
you
see
choose
within.
where it's going.
Yeah,
Okay, where would you like to put it?
I'll
You
put
putting
it.
it on Xenos?
Yeah, or right beside Xenos. I mean, because
Okay.
if people are within 5 feet of it, then it.
Okay, so you put it next to him, and does it just heal him? 6?
No.
Is that an action?
It's an action to cast.
Okay, we'll get
But-
him healed in a second. What else do you want to
Yeah.
do? Bonus action to movement.
Oh no, you asked her to move.
Can,
I know.
Do you want to?
did you say grappling's an action?
Yes.
Can you just like not grapple, but can you just like run and like shoulder check somebody, like run into them?
With an action, yes. That's also an action. You would either be trying to push them away or knock them down with that.
yes, I wanted to fall
But that
down.
requires an action.
Okay.
A bonus action is something that's super quick. It's a very fast
Yeah.
reflex type thing.
Well, I can. I can cast Zephyr Strike.
On yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, figure out how much he heals or whatnot, and then let me know. So, and with that, Riki, you're up. The magic of the Siren Song has faded since she died. You did just get...
Oh, she said that.
your friend just ran up and he fired a bolt right past you. You're unsure if he was aiming at you or not. But as he comes up to you, he is very aggressive, like right up to you.
At this point,
Does it even help?
I'm trying not to metagame, but like at this point, would I have like some idea there's something wrong with some of our party members if they're just attacking each other?
You definitely would have figured there's something wrong with him.
Well,
He's
the
either-
turtle was swinging at people too. I mean,
True. Swung,
You
yeah.
just
Okay,
saw him
because-
shoot a blast at someone.
any,
hit a building.
anybody within range of the spirit can take the healing if I want them to. So, like, can I try to apply it to him and see if it will?
Who?
Me.
No,
No?
no.
Me. Oh.
Him.
Samoan?
Yeah, to see if it will make him stop hitting people.
Make an insight check.
You're going to dice jail.
Is she trying to like cast a spell? Know something?
Well,
about
I'm
the
trying to.
spell?
I'm trying to figure out if I would know, like, if I would think
she's
that
trying to figure out if she...
like, if I would think that healing him would make him stop doing what he's doing.
Oh, I was just wondering
Um,
if it would be an insight or arcana, because arcana is supposed to be the history of magic. So
that's
all.
a-
She's trying to figure out whether she fully understands that he's
like what?
under a spell.
Under a spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
That's 13.
13?
I don't know how
With
you-
that, you're not sure.
Okay, like I mean,
You're not sure. You're not sure if this newcomer is under a spell,
I was gonna say,
or if he just has the need to set something on fire every once in a while,
or at
and
least
that was
has
just
the need
target. You're unsure.
to eliminate minorities. What?
It's true. Maybe he just
he
hates minorities.
seems to have a thing.
And you're next.
Exactly.
Like maybe he just sees creatures that he believes to be evil, and tieflings sometimes are evil.
Yes.
So maybe he hates them too. You're not.
Got it. Murder all
Sure.
the tieflings.
Okay, so what are you rolling next time?
What am I rolling? Next?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so go ahead.
to,
Okay, so Riki,
it's just yeah.
what are we doing?
This
is actually your turn.
Sorry.
We should just have a bunch of warlocks that are all super
Come up to you all
racist.
aggressive.
But they're all different races.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's do that.
It's like paladins, and that's their one
Have them
saving
hate.
goal.
Have them all hate humans.
Yeah.
They're all. None of them are human. They just hate humans. You just go around killing all the humans.
We'll go human.
So what are we doing, Riki?
Nothing. That's kind of why humans are my favorite enemy because humans start with nice.
Do I know I was just under a spell?
You do know that that thing cast a spell on you just a moment ago. Like you were full that its spell overwhelmed you and forced you to come to it.
I wish the DM wouldn't have told me that I'm not allowed to metagame anymore.
Yeah, you can
I
metagame
cannot imagine
after
why
the
the
game.
DM said that.
So what are we doing? What is Riki doing? You know the ugly fish woman cast a spell on you that took away your will. Your friend's now attacking you. You're not sure if he's under a spell, but you can assume as much if you would like to. It's up to you.
If
Up to
Ricky
Riki.
would know.
How much healing?
Uh,
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody's not
I'm going to assume he's under
Can
a
I get this
spell.
white block from downstairs?
What? No, buddy. Go upstairs.
Okay.
You have enough blocks upstairs, buddy.
Okay.
You're good. Bye. He has 2 bags of blocks upstairs.
He needs the white one.
No. He's good.
I'm going to assume he's under a spell because we've decided we're going to fight. we're going to fully go at it sometime later, and this is not sometime later.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Give him a pep talk. This is not the time for this, man.
I'm going to go to greener pastures, and I'm going to attack the
Do the thing on your phone before you do the thing out loud.
Are you metagaming through his phone?
I'm not.
Who's metagaming through his phone? Rocks are about to fall, y'all.
We're on the shore.
I know, but you don't know where that floating city is. You don't know where that floating city is, guys. It could maybe another piece of the city falls and just crushes one of you.
get hit with the waste meteors.
Okay, are you coming to her?
No, I'm going to throw the harpoon at her.
Okay. Okay.
I just
Yeah.
hardcore
It's got a
assumed
what's the range
it was.
on it?
No. It's up
60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. She's within range. Go ahead and make your attack.
How does my phone know I was at Mob Pizza?
Because you have your location on.
Google.
Don't have GPS on.
Google watches everything.
I was gonna say, even
12?
when you turn it off, it somehow
12
still
misses.
does.
So you throw the harpoon, whips right past her. Her back's to. She doesn't even notice. You're very frustrated that you missed a target that's standing still. Whips past.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring it back then.
Okay. Is that your turn?
How are you looking?
I
Like
took
not
1
very-
damage.
So you're barely good.
Scratched.
You scratched him.
He literally stepped on a Lego. That's literally essentially what happened to him. It hurt, but
Oh,
okay.
I thought Tiger said attack. Oh no, he missed.
With
That's
that,
right, okay.
your crew members are going to start.
So you're fine.
Right.
Okay.
Those are crew.
Instantaneous and glorious death. I have no attachment to anyone. I'm fine
That
with this.
hurts. Okay.
I have no attachment to any
It's
right
not
now.
that bad.
Oh, yes.
That's
He's
your
a
crew.
trigger
Oh,
spell.
oh. That
Duh.
was almost a nat 20.
At least
cool.
not on the
Luckily,
ship.
most of them are in water. So the majority of them are rolling at disadvantage. Ouch. Okay. So you guys just notice a large portion of your crew just starts hacking at each other randomly. Anything within range.
Just crushing.
She's still alive.
Oh, they're still...
This is terrible.
Pops off his head.
No, yeah, your entire crew failed. So yeah, no, Owlbear is not crushing. He is. You see Owlbear bring him over to the end of the deck, pick him up, just throw him into the water.
He was literally just trying
Like
to
he
get out of water.
spins and does like a back belly flop type thing.
Fish guts can swim.
Wait. That'd be really
Fish
Takes
for no
8 points.
reason.
Takes 8 points of
He's been on board for a
damage
long
as he
time.
hits the ground and kind of skids before he starts to sink.
Like a river
He just,
stone.
I was gonna say he just made a skipping stone out of
Do I see
Yeah.
any of this?
terrible.
I'm 15 feet
That far
underwater.
away, underwater? No.
Nope.
No. They're along because
When I see,
they were all
okay,
only about
but
30 or so
to be
feet
fair-
out, and now they're just
Just
they're
double checking though,
everyone's just
because I
fighting.
would see the blood, right? I would have seen what happened with them, correct? Because I'm like,
Yes, yeah,
watching
you
there.
can see what's happening with them pretty
Yeah,
clearly.
that's all
Okay. That is gonna bring us back. Oh no, that actually brings us. That brings us to Xenos, who's kind of. His clothes are singed.
Hello.
He's very confused.
Some of them might not like people.
He shouldn't have been confused. I wouldn't have stood next to him anyway. He just burned 2 people alive in a cage.
I tried to warn him that some of them might not be okay with these things. I'm really not sure.
So he's going
Obviously
to.
having
He's going to go
problems.
ahead and use his action. No, are those both? Yeah, he's going to use his action, and he touches. He reaches in. You notice he has multiple necklaces he's wearing, and he grabs one of them, and holds it for a second, and it glows. And as he does that, some of the burns start to
Should have used
dissipate.
Hellish Rebuke last time. He should have used Hellish Rebuke last
He's
time.
not attacking the captains. He's confused. As he does that, you notice some of the burns start to immediately heal as he seems to be healing himself. And then he's also going to use his second wind ability,
Nice.
which is a 12.
I'm gonna pickpocket the crap out of him later.
That's an 11. Okay, so he takes back. And suddenly most of his burns are going away. You watch them as they heal themselves, and he seems to get a second wind. And then he's going to start to move away from you. Go ahead and make a reaction.
Oh.
Take a reaction attack at him.
So I would have
Is
my
he still an
gun
enemy?
out.
Sir, you're gonna use a gun in water?
Have at it.
You are partially underwater.
I didn't know black powder would ignite in water.
It will.
Let him try. Let him try.
Mostly. So you
Should've
are partially
been
underwater, so you
Black
know the gun would
powder
be
ignites in water.
a disadvantage. So it's up to you whether you want to use that or try to use.
Well, I really would I be able to draw my
Black
whip
powder
and
taste.
attack him, or because I would the only
Probably
weapon
not.
I actually have is the gun.
Is the gun?
So I would
Okay.
try and use
Yeah,
that
so
at
just-
this
yeah,
at
take
this
the
point.
shot.
I mean, if we're
Yeah.
role playing,
Yeah, take the shot. It's going to be at...
I say to him,
Take the shot.
Wait, no, is that...
As
Does he roll for that?
what?
For shotgun?
Me?
No, does he?
Yeah, if I hit him, I think.
The first time we've used this?
Yes, it is.
Just a second, guys. Hold on.
No, it's just a hit or
I'm
miss.
pretty sure it's a...
It's just a hit or miss.
It's made against each creature. Okay.
Each creature,
Yeah.
but
So you make,
he's
so
the
you
only
make an
one in
attack.
range.
Yeah, so you make an attack that decides who it hits.
At disadvantage?
Yep. So, yeah, go ahead and make it disadvantage if you're underwater.
No more drinking.
As he's growing back his skin, I say,
Uh-huh.
I tell him, that's right, grow it back and I'll burn it right off.
And you pull the
And
trigger.
that is a...
I'm gonna kill him.
that's a disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
We don't need to track him.
Darn it. That is a total of 8.
8. Just no, it misses quite a bit. So you fire off the round. Your gun is still mostly underwater, and the water slows down a lot of the rounds enough that many of them hit him. But he does have that studded leather armor that you gave him, and none of them are able to actually pierce through it. Just from the several of the rounds also hit the water, just sort of spin wildly as it's just shooting out the little pellets. So, and with that, he's gonna move.
Wait.
10. You're gonna be fine.
It also misfired.
20, 25.
How
Did it really?
How did it also get this way?
Okay.
So it's jammed.
Okay. Because it misfires on a 3.
Like
Okay.
you still eject a bullet, but it also jams? Is that how that works?
That's how some misfires can happen.
Sure.
Okay.
It missed anyway, so it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be his turn. Shaggy, you're up.
I would like to use my normal speed and my speed boost to try to climb up on top of the ship. I have plans, and I hope they work real well.
Okay.
Is the catapult loaded?
You used,
Oh my gosh,
you
what?
used your tabaxi speed last turn, didn't you?
No, I'm using my bonus action
Just
dash.
your bonus action dash? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the
So that gets you... Sorry, go ahead.
Is the catapult loaded right now? Like, would I see that when I come up? Because I
It is.
purposely came up on the back half so that way I could be near the catapult.
It is currently loaded.
It is loaded?
However, it does require multiple people to use. And literally
All of your
everyone on
crew
your
is on
crew,
In the water.
every single crew member failed.
Yeah. Oh.
I got 2 nat 1s,
Yeah.
a 4, and a 7.
So what if we say
That's
that
what I
I'm
wrote for
doing
your
it-
crew.
What if I say I'm doing it by myself, but I'll just accept that it takes more than one turn?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I want to put her body
because
on the
normally
catapult.
this thing takes how many? Hold on, it
I
takes.
thought you said it took 3, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I
not the
thought
catapult.
Oh, okay.
Cannons take 2. Catapult should take 5.
8.
That's 8.
Oh,
Trebuchet
okay.
takes 8 crew members.
So you're gonna stand there for 8
so
turns?
it is currently loaded and ready to fire.
8 turns?
No,
No,
it's
you're
already
right.
loaded.
If you just want to shoot it back on land, I'd say it only takes you.
I'd like to aim it a little
2 or 3.
2 or 3 turns?
Like, it would take you probably a turn to get her on, and then 2
Uh-huh.
turns to prep it, and then 1 turn, a third turn to fire it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to aim it anywhere else, you know that it was aimed at this,
At the
at the cannon tower.
Yeah, no, I don't want it to be aimed at the cannon.
That's
So,
fine,
yeah.
by the way. It has
So
a
if
note.
you want to aim it anywhere else, it's going to be several more turns.
Several more turns?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
And
show,
you are watching as your crew is just fighting all around you.
I'm just gonna look around and just shake my head real hard. Her body is made it up to the ship, which is what I was trying to accomplish. I'm just gonna ungrapple.
Okay, so
'Cause
you
it
get
got
up
that
on the
well.
ship, and it lets go of her, drops her in front of you.
So it all turns back into just a
Yep,
normal
as you
float.
come out of the water.
I'm just gonna sigh real hard. How much movement do I have left?
So you were only 20 feet, so it's going to cost you 20. I'd say you got about 20 feet left.
About 20
Yeah.
feet left?
Yeah.
How far away is that door?
Well, because he's also carrying someone. So, which door?
Yeah, the door to where we sleep at.
Like the mansion, or
Yeah,
your...
to the mansion.
To the mansion. You can get. Depending on where you come up, if you wanted to if you were planning to go to the door to begin with, like
Yeah.
if that's what you were thinking about.
I was just
then-
gonna drop her body on deck and then go
So
there.
it'd be 5, 10, maybe 5, 10.
Just like I'm.
You can get to the door. You'll be
I
like
can
right
get
at the door.
right
opening
at the door?
Yeah.
Okay, you never told me what this does,
Okay.
so we're gonna find out now. Remember that weird silver shiny potion you gave me that you never told me what it does?
Yep.
I'm drinking it.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I'm gonna drink that. Maybe it's a health potion.
Maybe.
I gave all of mine away to you guys when you got hurt, so I
I
can't
think you
really.
would recognize that it wasn't a health potion.
Or
It's not red.
The potion or the vial?
Not the vial, not the vial.
Okay.
I took time to attune to the vial, so I know what that does. But you gave me a silver potion that when I spun it in circles, it was shiny.
Yeah. It was like glittery, wasn't it?
Turns
Yeah.
it into a
And
giant.
I
cat.
never
I thought
took
that
it.
was a potion of haste.
No, I never took the potion. I took the potion of haste already, right after he gave it to me.
I remember you describing this, and we were gonna identify it later, and I don't think we were
And
good.
we never identified it.
That was in fact a potion of haste.
It was a potion of haste.
Yes, it was another. I gave you one like our third session or something like that.
Yeah.
And you
so
took
I
it.
have another
Yeah,
potion
so that was
of
another
haste.
potion of haste that you're unsure. What I mean,
Okay.
you've seen it before, so.
Well, the other one wasn't silver. That's why I was
no, yeah,
confused.
potions of haste have like a silver liquid to it. It's like quicksilver, yeah.
It's
Okay.
silver, metallic, and then there was like a
It's
little
like-
hint of red that like kind of.
So I take it and I'm just like, wow!
Yes. So
Captain
you take it,
Speed.
you bonus action, chug the potion, and you
Like catnip!
everything's so fast.
Speed. He took speed.
Yeah, like the world's slowing down. Like you're on crack right now. You're like,
You
okay,
feel really,
Okay.
really good.
okay. Your eyes are bulging a little bit.
I'm gonna
and
book it
veins
into
in
the
your eyes.
house.
Okay,
I'm gonna book it into our house and I'm closing all the doors behind me.
You're just running away into the house. Okay.
Yep, just gonna book it into the house.
Okay, you're
Makes sense.
easily
This is
Why
the
do we keep
lowest
your
he's
note
ever
up?
been.
with an additional
He has 7
action
health.
to dash. You're able to make it like another 60.
Well, all of
Our
my
whole
movement
crew
is
was killing
doubled
each other.
already because I have haste.
Only the movement that was like movement you hadn't used.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But I
Yeah,
have
so,
to.
so you used all of it.
Yeah, to
because
get
you're
onto
using
the
it
boat,
as you
right.
get to the door.
Yeah.
So it's doubling any movement at that point. So if
Right.
you have a free action or you have an action now, a second,
I'm gonna put
another
cow
action.
traps in front of the
So
front of
you
the
can
door.
use that action to dash, which would give you 30, which is double.
I
to
haven't
60.
used my free bonus item action though, so I'm putting no ball bearings right in front of the door.
Okay, so
I
you
wanna
take
make
it
it real
and you just
hard
go.
for everybody to
You
get
run
in.
in, tossing ball bearings, shutting
Yeah.
all the doors.
Shutting all the doors.
Okay.
And then I just want to get as close to my room as I can.
You're able to get up to the second floor, pushing. The room is in the second floor.
Yeah, it's right next
Yeah,
to the
you're able to
bar.
almost get into your room.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be the bads, who is
Still in smoke.
yeah.
That's all I have. This is the lowest I've ever been.
Not that is not.
I have never been
He's never been
under
below.
double digits.
I was gonna say he's never been below middle double digits, like above.
Yeah, because
20.
he's so dexy. He's dodging stuff.
Yep.
Then he rolls so
What
high.
are you even at right now?
That means plus
7.
I tried so hard to one shot you.
I
Okay.
got to 7 and it was like, I need to go home. Go home now.
Real
luckily,
sleepy.
luckily, these sirens were not. They're pretty prideful creatures.
Yeah.
And so they did not expect you guys to be as difficult.
Mm.
Otherwise, both the sirens would have came up and given
Yeah.
you a kiss, boom, boom. Just, but they didn't because they're like, oh, one of us can handle it, and then we'll just all eat them.
Yeah.
Because normally that works fine. So yeah, she's gonna go ahead and just dive backwards into the water, and she's going to. Okay. That's a 19 plus her bonus, so she's just gonna vanish.
Duh.
I'm just saying, like,
She is.
why would you do this?
So those of you who can see her, you see her. You see like her form just barely dive backwards out of the water or out of the smoke into the water, and then you just see her go down, and she just disappears into the ocean.
I'm gonna peek my
Are we
head
still
out.
under the effects?
Can I peek my head out?
You
I would've
are
heard a
currently
splash.
under the effects.
Right?
Cool.
Right there?
Yep.
I just,
Sorry, what?
I would have
I'm
heard a
done.
splash, right?
Yes.
I just want to peek my head out.
Okay.
Ears perk up. Huh?
You peek after the splash. You just peek your head out and you see water rippling. You're unsure. You can see sort of the smoke kind of moved away, so you're unsure if that was her. Kind of assume it was because she was the only one in the smoke. Maybe you think,
Maybe.
or she cloned herself. You're not sure.
Okay. As long as I heard a splash and I was just kind of like, it wasn't a giant thud that I heard a second ago.
Yeah.
I don't like that little raised eyebrow thing you just did.
Yeah.
Lots of dice. Not that bad. Roll.
That's really okay. Really bad. That last one was really bad.
Oh, that's for our crew members, isn't
Okay.
it? They're all gonna die.
Your crew are trying to resist
Okay.
murdering each other because I forgot to do that. Okay, so Nova, the bat is just gone, as far as you can tell.
Well,
You do
they're
not
both
know
in
where
the
she
water.
it is.
Captain Good Looking
Doesn't
ran
matter,
away.
she's still what?
Captain
Captain Good Looking has pulled back. Yes,
Okay.
not wanting to actually attack any of his allies.
Good choice. I'm gonna get
Captain Swore.
my swim.
Okay, so you're gonna come
I'm
back
gonna
up
go
out of the water.
Nope, not gonna
Nope.
go back up out of the water yet.
Okay,
I'm going
what
to
did I
go-
do with your mini?
How
We put a
close
box
am
on
I
you.
to?
We put a box
How
on
close
you.
am I to him?
Oh, yeah,
funny.
well, because she
How
Makes
close
sense.
am I
in
to
the
No,
him?
yeah.
water, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You.
Okay,
What?
Say,
Him?
say names.
So,
So you're
So
15
I'm
feet
Samoan.
down.
And I left the paper in there because we can't
He's-
see her because she's in the water.
I know, but I want to. I got confused because I didn't know what that was.
I'm so sorry.
So you're 15 feet down, and you're about 10 feet away from him.
Am I laid over for a reason, or did it just do my mini just?
So it would take almost your full movement to get
but I
back up
could
to
like
him.
swim
No,
this way.
Yes,
that was like
yeah.
3 turns ago.
But you're still half movement.
Usually
Like
Yeah.
it would take
Was I aware that anybody?
it would take about you're about 30 feet worth of movement from him because you use twice as much because you don't have a swim speed.
You don't have a swimsuit, is that what you said?
Swim speed.
I thought you said you have
Yeah.
a swimsuit.
You also don't have a swimsuit. You're in a dress. Technically, I should make you. Technically, you're in a wedding dress. I should make you like roll with disadvantage, but I'm
I'm
not
gonna get right
do
up
that.
under him.
Okay, so you're gonna swim under him.
I was
Directly.
really confused.
Just gonna
Like,
give
you
you.
can't move
Just gonna
because
goose
you
you.
don't have a swimsuit.
I'm gonna goose him.
You have to spend about.
And I'm gonna take another one of my poison arrows.
Okay.
You're gonna
Stand
get
right
conscious
under his
and
butt.
say him.
I'm gonna cast catapult.
Question: why would you?
Huh?
Why would
You
you?
attacked my sexy
You
thing.
didn't see it. You never popped up.
No, I did see it. Darren, or he
She
said
was-
I saw
She
it.
would have saw it. Okay.
I
yeah,
saw it.
only
And-
15 feet
Okay.
away. She
You and I have
sees
had
you
some
just
issues,
blowing.
and I'm
fire.
really trying to get
We
with
have
that.
had
But to
a
be
few
fair, I'm
issues.
not
Yeah.
really trying. I'm like, I know I'm gonna hurt you, but I'm more trying to, to make you stop
Yeah.
So
than
She
hurt
has she has
Because I
sleep
figure
arrows.
I roll a
maybe
dexterity,
something's
right?
wrong.
I roll a dexterity.
Yes.
I figure
Classic.
maybe
Gotcha,
something's
something.
wrong.
It's all fun, games, and more.
Is it a saving throw or is
It's a
it?
saving throw, correct.
Okay.
What's your dex
What's the save?
Is 14.
That's a 14.
Yep. 14. So once again, he sees this giant orb of blackness come, which does at this point would envelop you. So you are, because she's under you, you are now in darkness, and you feel the water around her, and you just instinctively like shh away, and you just watch as this thing goes. Well, you don't even see it. You just feel something shoot up past you, and that arrow just goes straight up.
I'm blind.
Oh, for the love of
Oh,
God!
wait. Would he? Saving
Tides
throws
of
aren't at
love.
disadvantage, right? Even
For
though
what?
he
Is
can't
that a
see.
magic
The saving
thing?
throws aren't at a disadvantage. It's that.
No, because it's not something.
Okay.
It's not something he sees.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
it's still something that like he can hear it and feel it moving through the water. So Titus, need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. I rolled to see where that came down, and I rolled a natural 1. So it came down, and then I rolled to see who it's going to come down on.
Good.
It cannot be good.
That's fine with me.
And of course, it happens to be the other one
You
that's
don't take that much damage, have you?
bad luck seems to be in your favor right now.
I know. Dexterity, you said?
Yep. So it'd be a +2.
Why are you on?
7.
A 7.
Wow, you are
You're in
Okay.
timeout too.
So, as you are standing there, you do hear to your side something shoot up out of the water, and then you briefly hear as an arrow hits you right on the shoulder, like just between the plates of armor. And you kind of look over at it, and what does he need to make now? Is it a Constitution saving throw? Like a 13, I think.
Yes, it is a
So make a Constitution saving throw.
13.
Which is going to be a +3.
Did you see him though? He was blowing the dice. He was like, "Come on, give me some luck."
And then he will also take a bunch of damage. No. Oh, sorry. I cast it at levels.
Not natural.
Well, he's not going to take the full damage. He's going to he'll take less damage. Because it went all the way up 90 feet and then it fell.
Oh, okay, well it's
so
13,
it's not the actual
whatever you
magic.
need to cut it.
Yeah.
20.
20?
Not natural, 20.
Okay, so you are able to easily resist as the poison seeps in and tries to put you to sleep. And then you're going to take, as it falls down.
It's because of his turtle shell.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as it hits you in the shoulder.
You can stay.
As it did lose most of its speed, but it still came down enough to 4 points of piercing damage.
Let me know if I can actually do this with my bonus action or not.
Go ahead.
I'd like to try to grab his feet and pull him down.
That would be like a grapple, so it would take an actual action.
Oh, okay.
Come here, free.
No. Okay.
No.
No.
Is that it?
Maybe. I'm trying to think what I can do with my bonus action.
When did we actually start this?
I'm gonna stab him with a dagger.
Jeez.
In his ankle.
You can't do that either because that requires that's part of an action with a weapon. It has to be a weapon action where you can use the bonus action as a secondary. Yeah. That's also why I want to talk to you about the level 5 Warlock, because I don't think it'll do what you were hoping it'll do. We'll bring that up after.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna use my bonus action to hex him.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and bring your hex back to him. Titus, I do need you to make another intelligence saving throw.
Strength.
What?
Strength?
Who?
That's
Strength
his,
on him?
That's his
okay.
Thing that he's...
Okay, so you are now hexed.
It's not cool, man.
What'd you get?
We're going timeout 2. 7.
Are you out of D20s now?
Okay.
No, I got one more. This
still,
one's the only one I haven't used yet.
You gonna move me up to where he is?
You still fail. Oh, also make a Constitution.
You're gonna put him on top of my my stand.
This one's gonna be 5.
On top of my stand.
What?
Underneath
Okay.
him. I'm like directly.
Yeah, because you're now directly underneath.
What did he roll?
Him. What was that? The concentration saving?
He rolled a 5.
So as that little arrow hits you, does 4 damage. Your concentration briefly breaks, and your shield of faith falls.
So
you're now back to a 20 AC.
20 AC, so technically still be in the same spot I'm at. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, Metadora, you're up.
I'm going to, since I heard the splash, I'm going to assume that it's her, but I want to stealth first, just in caseies, since I'm behind a wall.
Make a stealth check.
Alright, just in caseies. I'm going to use this one, because it's pretty. I went right past it, okay. Oh, wait, that was definitely working. I have to stop moving. 25.
Okay. You feel like you're pretty stealthy.
I'm gonna get out. Look
Now,
around.
exactly where are you wanting to go? So you peek
I would
out.
love to show you. However, there's no thingies.
We gotta find the silver one. Find it. Okay.
I'm just gonna buy you like the pack.
Knowing that it is daylight out, so
I'm just gonna hug the
remaining
wall.
in stealth is gonna be very difficult.
Because I just wanna, like, I'm in stealth. I wanna peek around and I wanna know what I see. Obviously, there's a bunch of people over there that I would assume are my friends.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
I almost said accomplices. There's all my accomplices.
Yes, your accomplices are over there. Okay. You do see people heads bobbing in the ocean, fighting each other.
You don't
Very
see me at all.
haphazardly.
Right. Just
No.
gonna roll my eyes at that and then just be like, all the time.
Everyone's always fighting everyone.
Right. And then I'm just going to try to go over here.
Yeah. Okay. Just cutting across. So,
Like once I get to about
13.
right here.
Okay, so
Once I get to about right here, I'm
everyone
just
but
gonna stop.
Riki and Samoan, you guys all. Yes.
I'm inside of a house. Do I have to
Oh
roll
no,
something?
no, and no one's rolling, so you don't notice because you're in the house. Everyone on the shore except for Riki and Samoan, you guys do
Samoan's not
behind
going
you.
to notice anything. Either way.
That's what he's
Yeah, he's in
saying.
an orb of
It's
darkness.
super dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone but those two. Thank you. Notices this cat trying to stealthily. Here you go.
Do I'm the black I'm the
5,
pink
10,
panther.
Sarah,
15,
Do and I'm just
10,
going like
20,
this.
30.
Well, like I said, I want to get to right here.
So you can only get to about here. Yeah, because
Well,
you have
that's
to
what
do
I was
half
saying.
speed.
I wanted
Yeah.
to go like right about here,
Mhm.
and then just kind of as I'm looking around to see if I see the person who was really ugly and trying to make out
You
with
do
me,
not see her.
and then I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool, and then no longer Pink Panther.
Okay, cool. So
And then I
you get
just
to
wanna-
about here, and then suddenly, Riki, you do notice her out of the corner of your eye up here because you're the only one with a low enough
Passive.
passive. Because even with a 25, I cut that down in half.
Right. Real
Because
bright.
you're just like
There's nothing
you're
to
like
hide
real
behind,
low,
like-
but you're not hiding behind
Yeah,
anything.
it's
So you're just trying to move. You're
just a
like
show.
Drax, trying to move so slow that no one sees you.
But my theme
But
song.
mostly you're
art.
failing, except for Riki,
But my
who
theme
honestly
song is
didn't
just
notice you.
blaring as I do it.
Well,
Okay,
Riki
so
is
that
getting
was
attacked by
a
an
bonus
owl
action
right
or
now. I feel
whatnot.
like
As
that's
a, do you want to use
distracting.
another action to dash and get more? Or?
I wanted
so
to
5,
try to
10,
dash
15,
to go
20,
over there and see
25.
what's going on.
You're able to here or here. You're
I'd
able
like
to
to
get
go
up.
to the other side if I can.
Well, these are the two spots. If you want to be next to one of them, these
I
are the
just
two you
wanted
can
to
get
try to see what's going on in general if I
Okay.
can. So I don't care where I am. I just wanted to be able to see stuff.
You can see everything from there.
Okay, that's fine.
You do see like a little bubble of darkness like popping up out of the water. You don't see Samoan. You don't see
Nova.
Shaggy, and you don't see Nova. No idea where they are. And you don't see the crazy woman.
She probably wouldn't see the tiefling either, right? Because he's hiding behind the. Isn't he hiding behind the building? No. He's out of line of sight with her.
Would I see him
No,
on
she'd
my way
see
up or
him
no?
because
Oh, 'cause she-
it's like a it's a raised platform. So
Oh,
like
that was
those
like a tower.
Well, yeah, they're towers, but they're not like solid towers. They're like they have 4
I was envisioning
bases
like a,
and beams going
I was
crisscrossed.
envisioning like
up.
a castle turret.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Okay,
they're
gotcha.
they're not made that well.
it's
They're
like
just
a
of wood.
It's like a
That's
hunting.
why half of this one is just gone.
Gotcha. It's like a hunting stand.
Yeah, to some extent,
Kinda.
except with a
Okay.
cannon. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so
Super fun.
So that's pretty much all I can do anyway. I'm just gonna kind of be
Yeah.
like,
Titus,
"What's up? What's going on?"
roll a d6 for me. Actually, roll a d8 for me.
So now I'm close enough. I done messed myself up. I knew I should have went and explored.
What is it?
other areas.
Just what's just the d8? Yeah, just the
6.
straight
It's a
number.
6.
It's a 6, so that is going to be. You look over,
Oh God.
you see Xenos
Okay.
over there,
We're gonna kill
and
my
you
friend.
believe that
Who doesn't know
he's
he's my
the
friend.
one. he has
I don't
to
think he
die.
was. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
too much love conflict.
So-
What would you like to
Gotta
do?
die.
But
dude.
This is random.
over here, right?
Yeah.
He's behind
Yeah,
the building.
but he's
It's
so
not
this,
like
this
no-
is a tower
It's
that
Oh,
just has
okay.
like 4 posts that hold
That's
it
what I
up.
said. It's
Yeah,
like
so
a-
you
it's
like
a
he's
hunting
not
stand.
hiding and he's not
It's
attempting to hide,
it's-
and he's bright white.
It's a post. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So he
like
matches with the
posts.
sunlight.
Yeah.
It's a,
Alright, guiding bolt.
Okay.
You keep
Roll
doing
for it. Roll the hit.
I feel bad.
So he's gonna have. Did you hit? Did you miss?
Okay, where's that?
Make it as
That's
strong as
covered against him
possible.
+5, right?
So wisdom plus.
You gotta make it as strong
Are
as
we gonna
possible.
take an intermission?
Hmm?
Just
Wisdom
gonna
plus
go through
what?
since we started
I think
later.
almost
spell
everyone's
attack
gotten
on,
up to use the
uh,
bathroom
wisdom
within the
for
last
your
like half
proficiency.
hour.
Except the pregnant lady.
Except the pregnant lady, so we'll probably
I did
skip
real
it.
good.
18 plus 6.
We'll probably just skip it and you guys can get up as you.
That's a total
Two.
of 24
24?
to hit.
There's only 3 people.
Wait.
24. I should probably roll
Most of you did.
No,
Yeah, that does hit.
Cory.
Even with his partial coverage, you still hit.
So I roll for damage. then,
Yep,
right?
roll for damage.
And then, so this also has like, I think it's 5d6s, right? For once it hits third level, second level it's plus 1 each level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 5th level, you gain 1 more die.
So it'd be 2.
Murder or something.
Only reason why I said that
It's
because
a cantrip.
Guiding bolt.
I need one more.
Or are you just
And just
using
mouth
isn't it-
underwater.
isn't it-
Why does everybody keep
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
just
kill my
using
thing?
cantrip. Right.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, do you not have an awesome spell that will
Nope,
hit
that's a
range?
first level spell. Guiding bolt.
I would do sacred.
I would say no. Yeah, guiding bolt is a
It's
no.
first
Guiding,
level spell.
guiding bolt is a
Oh,
spell.
okay.
It's-
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
so you're casting at
Everything's
third level
1d6 for each slot level.
above.
so
And how
above.
many does the base do? 3?
46.
46.
Like the base is 4, or the
What
what's
does the
level
spell
1 do?
actually say?
It says on a hit, the target takes 46 radiant damage, and the next attack roll against this target has advantage on it.
okay, and then it's plus
And then
1 per
at
level.
higher levels, when you cast a spell,
Okay, so what level are you casting this at?
the
3.
max.
Because he has another third level spell.
2 more d6.
Okay.
So we have 2 people in guys.
So instead of this one,
Yes.
Alright.
Multiple third level.
Jesus.
Sorry, buddy.
All
Had
maxes.
third level
You have
spells.
2.
Yes.
12,
Oh, okay.
He's the only one who can actually cast third level
16,
spells.
17.
Like he can use third level spell slots, but he's the only.
Oh, okay. That's
All right,
character.
so 21.
21 points of damage. Okay.
As we stack them all
That
together.
is-
Alright. Where's Liz? And
I forgot to do the second half of Ice
Thank you.
Knife to the.
I knew it would
the
work
other
sometime.
ship, by the way.
you can stay off
So that.
You can
So
only-
again, you tap. You tap the. You tap your shield. It glows. Goes into your gauntleted claw, and then you release a blast of white light. Kind of arcs around and hits him square in the chest. And you just see this wound now that is glowing as he backs up. He doesn't go down, but he's now holding the post. Looks like he's barely standing, breathing really hard because all the healing you did, you erased, plus some. He's at like 3. I apologize.
I can use the
Is
finish.
it like 2 hit points? Do you want to actually take a break? Do we all need a break?
I just need to stretch for a little
I
bit.
mean, I could
Well, you're
use
hiding in a
break.
house.
Yeah,
So
let's
if
go
you're
ahead and
running
finish
out of
this
time.
round. That's fine.
He's hiding in
So
a house.
I'm
He has
just
plenty of
gonna
time to stretch.
Move towards him
Go
then.
ahead.
For the rest of my attack, the rest of my turn
I
then.
mean, you don't have to move towards him if you don't want to, because you would take a thing. You've made your attack against him.
I don't have a bonus.
You don't have to be
You would-
completely reckless.
yeah.
You just have to attack.
Well, I did
Yeah.
attack.
Well,
so-
Yeah, you're not a
No,
barbarian,
yeah.
thankfully.
Well, you,
'cause then
you would know if you
reckless
walk away
attack
from him, he gets
Yeah.
an attack of opportunity. So
Hooray.
So
it's
yeah.
a
So you can say that you can move a little closer if you want, kind of
Just like 5.
like get to there to where you're on the other side.
My purple is on the wrong person. It's supposed to be on.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
you
you.
put on Riki. I'm not sorry,
No.
Riki. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's say I'm not hexed.
Okay, so you move around,
have
so
a
you're
halo.
still, yeah. You should stand yourself up, Iris, by the way.
I asked if there was a reason I fell over, and you never
No,
answered.
you were prone earlier. We never stand.
See, that's what I said. You were like, no.
that was
you're
like
groveling.
3 turns. I think I must have just fallen over because
I think you've been laying
You
there
were
the
groveling
entire
is,
time.
I have not been laying there.
Groveling would be prone, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to stand
Which
back.
was
Kinda bent over.
she's done already. It's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that was like
Samoan, you're up. We'll
Okay.
finish this round, and then we'll take a quick break.
Okay, so
What?
Just hold on. He didn't leave your.
Yeah, but I have one of the things. I think it's either. I think it's Zephyr Strike lets me take and use my reaction to attack something that moves within my space.
And confirm that.
It's one of the two.
Confirm
Okay,
that it
alright.
does that, and then we'll get back to that.
okay.
So go ahead, Simone. Roll.
So I'm surrounded by darkness at this point. I think I'm blind. I don't know she's there.
Yeah, and you can't actually see anyone.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. But I did feel that guiding bolt or whatever the
Although
feel the
because you
thing
can't
go
see anyone,
up into the air.
Because you can't see anyone, you don't actually have to make an attack.
Really?
Nope.
You're blind.
No, you are
Yeah.
not. I mean, if you want to try to make an attack downwards, because that's what she would do, that's fine. But you're not compelled, forced to by the spell to make an attack, because it does say you pick randomly from targets you can see.
I would feel like I would want to move at least, though, just because I'm blind and I'm in the water.
That also makes sense. And then
So-
once you can see people, then you can attack them.
Yes. So,
Seek and destroy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I am going to move my full movement toward the DM.
I'm going to swing at him
Okay.
with a dagger. Oh wait, let's move what I actually have.
Yeah.
So who are you going after? You're going after
Yago.
him, big guy?
I would just move to the
Stab
left
with
so
that
I can
down.
see, and I would.
Oh, yeah.
Then I would definitely
Okay.
try and
Go
get
ahead-
up on the shore.
go ahead and
I would
make
take
a-
my whip out and
Roll a 6-sided dice. Reroll it if it's a 1, or just reroll it if it's a 6.
it's a 3.
Please don't point so close
Three.
to my character. It makes me nervous.
So it's going to be closest to farthest. 1, 2, 3.
I'm just rolling.
So as soon as you come out of the darkness, you see that turtle, and you know he's the one.
Alright.
He's out to get you, and if you don't get him first, then
get
you
got.
know you're gonna get got.
Actually,
And what was your
as a
19.
19 to hit.
minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hop no game.
What were you using?
Dagger.
Dagger. Okay, you're
Yeah,
good.
I chose smart. 7.
Okay, you take 7 points of
No,
damage.
sorry.
Make an
Sorry. 13. I
Okay.
forgot I had
Make an intelligence check for me, or an intelligence saving throw. Not you,
him.
Samoan.
Because I hit him.
Make an
Oh,
intelligence
that's
saving
cool.
throw.
I was trying to knock something.
They never stop destroying each other.
That's a nat 1.
That turtle, he has to die.
Yeah. Also,
You
I have
only
to
get
roll a
turtle?
concentration
Dead
check.
turtle.
I have to roll a concentration check as well. That's a natural 20.
So you are able to.
I still have Dragon's
Right,
Breath
I
up,
forget.
and so as soon as I see
Oh,
all
God.
3 of those clustered, I am going to actually cast Dragon's Breath.
So you took your
So-
16 damage, right?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Okay.
So I am doing all 3 of them.
Nope, wrong.
Wouldn't you have
in
to
Dragon's
make
Breath.
a save after he's hit?
I did.
He did.
made it.
He made a natural 20 for his
He made the
concentration.
save.
So when you break the spell,
No,
No,
so
no,
he
he failed
failed
the
the
intelligence
intelligence.
save.
He made
That
a
That was a
save
nat
for
1,
the- what's it
followed
called?
by
He's
that
attacking.
20.
But my concentration to
fire
keep my
breath
spell
is
going
attacking.
was a nat 20.
So do
So-
they need to
Dream on
roll?
both
Do
sides.
they roll dexterity?
Yes, they all roll dex saves.
Okay,
So
so
he's
I
attacking the
need.
tiefling.
You
Let's
roll dex,
roll.
you roll dex, and you roll dex.
Yeah,
all three of us
Iris.
right here.
Yeah, all 3 of you. Table
I'm gonna
1.
Go ahead and
Ah,
Iris, Ricky, and Titus.
far enough away
Can
to
I
stab.
I'm like, it's a
Don't
reaction.
look
Can
at
I
us.
just be like, you racist?
Yes, you may. Iris, as Iris, as a free action, is able to yell "you racist" at you as you
Attacking all the
just
all the
flame through
non-humans.
that entire
We have
area.
no humans in our party at all.
Which I love.
We used to. He
Oh,
ran
No,
off.
technically no.
How big is
So,
my
who failed, who saved?
It's a changeling. What?
Who failed,
So,
who saved?
Go
What
up,
was
go-
your saves?
Oh,
Fail?
Um,
Those who fail,
Iris?
those who fail take a total of 10 damage. Those who save,
What was
16.
what was
Take-
the? Oh, then that's a fail.
half damage.
Okay. Titus, what was your save?
it was a nat 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you super. So everyone fails. So you all take full damage.
Can I use a
So
reaction?
10, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction.
Cool
Mhm.
stuff.
Yes.
Can I do that?
Yes, if you'd like to.
I would like to.
As long as you don't try to count you racist as your reaction earlier.
I gave that to. I even said as a free action, I will
Okay.
let her yell "you
Wow.
I was gonna
racist."
say, don't you yell
Yeah.
something for Hellish Rebuke? That was the rebuke. You
Okay.
racist.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for that. And you guys all
Never
took your
used this
damage.
before.
Titus, make another. How much was the damage?
It was 10.
10.
10. Okay, so make another intelligence saving throw.
Right. Yeah, you're
10 was the full damage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood that.
I like going in order here now.
Going up.
as a reaction to the fire thing, I'm gonna do Stone's Endurance.
Okay,
Yeah, you did.
go ahead.
What? I know I didn't.
What was it?
4.
Yeah, you definitely didn't. Yeah, these are still everyone you see. They're all bad.
That part's fine as long as they hit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, you have to make a dex.
I'm cool with being evil for a second.
Honestly, I'm back in full health.
That is a 16 on the save.
Does this go off of yours, or either
Well,
way, it's a fail?
it's a. How does it?
Probably
Since
It's charisma based.
is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it's
It's
a
a
racial
tiefling.
it's a racial trait, not a.
Yeah.
Hellish
So
Rebuke.
that'd still be
Yeah, it's a racial trait, not
So that
a.
is
not-
15. If they're trying to roll to not get hit for full damage.
the racial trait is.
Yeah, because
That
it's,
I
it's
was gonna say
racial.
because normally
it's not,
racial traits are like it
It's
doesn't
a
matter.
fixed.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
well,
it's
I mean,
not-
it's
It's
not.
when
It's
you based
not.
off of
It's,
version
yeah, it's not a
of-
ranger a spell.
What
It's
did you
it's
have?
16.
16.
Dex
Yeah,
save.
so he passes.
And
Did
it's,
you take any
it's
damage?
the third level, so it's the what is it? How many d6?
Oh no, he takes half on a
Yeah.
Okay.
success. So.
Go for it.
Wait, what color Dragonborn is he?
Gold with
Doesn't he
black
have-
highlights.
Doesn't he have resistance to fire damage?
Mhm.
Dragonborn.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
Dragonborns have
what's your
resistance
damage?
to whatever the element
What's
is
your
that they
damage?
can breathe.
6
So that-
points.
That's the full damage. So
Full damage
3.
is 3, and
So
then you are
one.
Dragonborn, so you take 1 point. So as these little
That's
flames
it,
come
this
up
little.
and kind of wrap themselves
Just kinda-
around you, actually coming up out of the water themselves, and then die back down, and you just kind of tickles.
So I speak Cameron.
It does not. It pinches a
since
little.
she's a tiefling, she wouldn't take full damage, right? Because she has fire resistance also, so she wouldn't have taken full damage from his 10.
She doesn't have fire resistance.
Sure does.
Tieflings?
Definitely tieflings have, as part of their hellish nature, have
Okay.
fire resistance.
I was gonna say I think I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of
Sorry,
David
not
Person.
trying to sound as a matter of factly, but that's the
As a
race
matter
that
of
I
fact,
play. That this is the first time I've ever played a race.
Why
other
not? There
than
are
tiefling.
multiple tieflings.
That's true.
Yeah, but like
Where
their racial.
She is just a
features-
regular tiefling.
Their
Yeah.
racial features
Where would I
correspond
find
with
that on
whatever
the
color
app?
they are.
Should be under your
Yeah,
characteristics.
she does gain fire resistance.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to
so
make
you-
sure-
I
So
thought
you
I
already.
did.
So you took half damage.
Like blue ones
So
have
you took
hellish
5.
rebuke also, but their hellish rebuke is ice based and they have ice
Wait, did you
resistance.
save the
Green
throw?
ones, so on and so forth.
But I was just
So
trying
you
to make
two
sure
just
we
need to
didn't.
start bathing everything in fire because.
What does white do?
It would help if we
Yeah,
weren't
what
bathing
is
each
light
other
do?
in fire. That
Yeah.
would help too.
That's,
That would help
Okay,
too.
Iris, you're up.
Oh,
Okay.
We're
That
gonna
would
finish
be
this
good.
round and then we'll take a quick break. So everyone can pee, grab a snack.
I was just trying to save you.
Stretch.
Technically, Cameron was trying to save you, but I reinforced the savings.
This spell only lasts a minute, so you only have 7 more rounds after this. Never mind.
Oh, that's stuff. Okay.
Is the siren gone? I'm just trying to find her. No word.
As far as you guys know, she disappeared. Is she running away, swimming, while concentrating on the spell? Possibly.
My smoke thing's still there for another 3 rounds.
No.
How-
Did ya?
How
He said
rough
it
are
dispersed a little bit.
these
Just
two looking?
not that it blew away.
I'm fine.
They're both pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, he's fine. Now you're worried about healing people. That's cool.
Really, the only
I
one
have
that's,
a healing
the
spirit
only
up
one-
right
The
now.
only one that's looking
Just
rough
need to
is
know where to
Xenos,
send him.
who is
Yes.
there, who is
he's
there,
the
like
one.
leaning against the thing, barely standing. Like it look, he's
Right.
holding his
You know
his
what?
rapier.
That-
Well, I was
rapier,
gonna
his
go take
rapier,
care of him, and then somebody
he's
started
like- he's
setting everybody
barely-
on fire.
Like it's kind of like up against him, like against the ground, like he's barely holding it. He barely looks like he could stab someone. Right now, he very much looks like Wesley from Princess Bride, where he's up against the bed holding his sword.
If I were
Like maybe he can
grab
raise it and fake it, but
him, yeah. If I were to like grab him by the arm and kind of drag him along with me, could I?
who?
Could I do that at half speed?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But you've already gone what?
15?
3? 15, yeah. So
so-
you could move him 10. Move him 1 more.
Like about to
Okay.
there. Is that
Sure.
okay? And my I can move my healing spirit as a bonus.
Bonus action.
Yes. So
Nova,
hold on, let me.
I just want you to know, you're underwater. Iris is over here trying to save Xeno. She's getting some brownie points.
To be fair, I tried to save him
I mean,
first.
am I
Didn't know
keeping
that.
track of influence points between you two?
Maybe.
Didn't Sammy try to shoot a spell directly up his anus?
No,
That's not
no,
fair.
you're covering your darkness.
Alright, fair enough.
I just pull out my book.
Now, granted, you did get some points because you agreed to come save his family. But I'm just saying,
Sure did,
we'll let her catch up with you.
We didn't promise he wouldn't die.
Okay, figure out how much you healed. Riki, you're up.
Well, I'm reading exactly how it doesn't.
Somewhere else
Oh
on
no,
all about
because
that
I'm
plan.
moving it into it.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out if it does it on his turn or immediately, but
Okay,
because I'm
well,
moving
figure-
it into his space,
Yeah.
I think it happens.
Just figure out
immediately.
either way and let me know so we can keep moving.
Sorry.
Riki, you're up.
I want to kill the siren.
Okay. Fine, you did not see her.
Detect magic.
You did see her dive into the water. There.
I'm going to put on the mask.
What?
Okay.
Oh no!
Terrible life choice.
Oh no!
So you
What does
reach
that do?
you reach
that's
from your
gonna help
pocket?
you other than
a white bowl type mask with an indented face in it, and you put it to your face, and immediately it looks very much like the mask from The Mask, except it's not white or it's not green. It is pale white, and it just merges, covering your ears. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears are just removed. They're now just barely like indentations. And as soon as you do that, you're blind. You can't hear anything, but instantly you just know the location. You have blind sight for 60 feet, and you know the location of everything around you. You do not currently sense her. You do know she dove into the water over here?
I'm going to walk towards there.
Okay.
Towards the smoke that's
Do
on
I
the
get
dock.
an attack of opportunity? on
Yes, you definitely do.
That
Titus,
first
you
five-
get one too.
That first 5
Oh,
would
no,
actually
you're-
be 10.
Yeah, do you have your whip?
That first 5 would actually
Coming
be
out
10.
of the claptrap? Out of them?
Out of the cloud.
Okay.
Out of the caltrops, yep.
No, they're claptraps.
Oh, sorry.
They're shaped like little claptraps? Okay,
Unless
so 10.
The claptraps count as rough terrain.
Okay, that's fine. So 10, 15, 20. So there's 30 feet. That was putting that mask on as a free action, so you can use your dash to keep moving. You do not sense her yet.
I'm going to keep going.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, or 5, 10. Do you want to move along the coast, or do you want to keep moving along the coast, or you kind of go out on the dock?
Can I do Agnal?
You can.
Yeah, let me
So
try to cut the
10,
difference.
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. With that, you were able to figure out where she is, and you do sense her. Actually, she's right about here under the water, swimming away.
Okay, so that was my...
That was your action and movement. Go ahead.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Alright, and that is
Shit.
a
And
total
Titus.
of, that is 5 points of damage to her.
No,
Okay.
I couldn't.
And Titus, you needed to make a reaction as well against him.
Yeah,
So as you are leaving, you do feel a whip
Melee attack.
slap you across the back of the neck
so I made attack.
from him as you leave his range.
So I rolled.
Because with the whip, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
And Titus, you
Okay.
miss.
3 plus.
I'm going to use my quicken spell, and I'm going to quicken shatter.
Shatter. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So you drop it in that. Go ahead and pop the roll for the damage because it's just an area of effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does she make a dex save? Is that what it is?
It is...
Here, I thought she was gonna get away. Come back another day.
What's that?
She might still get away.
Don't let her get away.
She's just leaving.
It's just. Yeah, it's just +6.
She took her.
Oh,
She's
I
gonna
rolled a
take her
9.
ball and go home.
Take her
3d8.
Go home.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you
Get on the
And then
I thought you said her like sister?
No.
No, she's on her boat.
No, she got mad. She's gonna take her ball and go home.
So she's
I'll
actually
borrow
right
a D8.
here. And she moved her full 60 feet. Yes.
Rolled a 9.
Yeah, you missed.
Appreciate
That's a thought.
So you feel that whip hit you in the back of the neck, and then as you move forward, you do hear a whoosh. You don't hear anything actually. You just see. Yeah, you just in the back of your mind you see through blind sight. It's a weird thing. You see Titus also take a swing.
I will take this because that's under 8.
Here, each bonus.
I need a D8.
Here. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
That's also outnumbered.
No, that's right.
You're right.
That's all right.
They're super close, though, sometimes.
Well, 15.
Toby
13.
says, "Shh,
13.
Don't wake up, Shaggy." 13 points of damage. Okay.
That's very true.
I don't add spell attack to that, right?
You do not. Not on
Okay,
this.
cool.
He was up building all night
Till
for
8:30.
Nova.
Makes sense. Okay. So yeah. So you create this little orb in your hand of energy, and it gets smaller briefly, and then you snap it open, and all of a sudden there is just an explosion in the water. It's very muffled because it's under. Because she's a good 20 feet under the water. It's muffled, but it's just as it hits her, knocking her around. And she does take the 13 points of damage. She's not looking bloodied yet because she's not taking that much damage.
You can see her?
Yeah, he senses her. He's currently wearing the
Yeah, I know he's wearing that mask.
the mask of the faceless ones.
I haven't got it.
So he can
That
sense
doesn't
you.
only give you like true sight.
It gives you blind sight to
Blind
60
sight, so
feet.
it's different. Got it.
So blind sight allows you. It's literally like a sonar type thing where you can sense anything within 60 feet. However, like for example, now anything outside that 60 feet,
You can't see.
it's just darkness,
Yep.
void. He can't see. He can't hear. He knows nothing. Which also means if someone speaks to you, you can't hear them.
But
And the thing
he
is, like,
can sense
whisper or
like
something
terrain
like
and stuff,
that, right?
right? Like he would know
Yes.
he's at the edge of
yeah.
a dock.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah. He sees. Yeah. He sees everything around. He knows where everything is around him within 60 feet.
What
It's a
about-
sweet
so
mask. It's
interesting.
also gonna hurt taking it off.
That's why you take it off at night.
You don't take it off.
It's gonna be 5d6 to take when he takes it
With my
off.
healing.
That's all
spirit
you
sitting
need.
next to you.
Psych-
You just leave it on for forever.
And that goes up as you level up.
Ouch.
The stronger you are, the more it bonds to you.
Just leave it on
Okay,
for forever.
we're gonna take
So I
a
feel like
quick
I
break.
Next to you while you do that.
Hey, Atia Goins. We're gonna take a quick break so everyone can pee and then come back. And I think we've got about an hour left of stream because we actually do have to. So you guys know, Facebook only allows you to stream for 4 hours. So now, whenever we start, I have to end before that 4-hour mark, or Facebook will just stop. It'll just be like, I'm out. I don't want to do that. So,
part two.
but that's okay. We started late anyway.
This is
so-
already part 2.
So yeah.
Oh, I know.
Could we technically stop streaming
Stop
while we do
blowing
intermission?
on
Would
me.
that start the timer?
I don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to do that though. We don't want to stop the whole stream. So we will be back in just a moment. I keep looking here. That's not my camera. That's your camera. So many cameras,
The
guys.
camera right in front of you, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
one
this
that's
one's
facing
mine.
you.
Yeah, this one's mine. Hey guys. Okay, we will be back in about 5 minutes.
After these messages.
Yeah, after a brief word from our sponsor.
Do commercial break.
Okay, we're back. So, Riki had just finished. You guys do see, again, most of your crewmates in the water and on deck, and your freed slaves seem to be fighting each other.
Is the water now starting to like look bloody?
There's starting to be just blood all over the place. Not seen anyone actually die yet, but this is only the second round.
Just wait till the sharks
of your crew. True, if they don't get out of the water soon. So you do know, you guys. Some of you do notice with the more perceptive ones, not those underwater, and not the dragon because he's not perceptive. You do notice more and more of the crew are starting to like shake their head and become less aggressive towards the others. Also, a lot of them are trying to use. Actually, no, you gave all of them short swords, so none of them are disadvantaged in water combat. So good job.
And you're dead.
None of them look like none of them have died yet. They just have short swords right now.
Actually, in the articles, I said
know the
daggers.
is really good.
Does it? Okay,
Yes.
daggers. Okay.
But
well, that's also
I thought it was
does
short
not
swords.
take disadvantage underwater.
Just saying.
So
If that makes a difference on the damage.
That's true. Okay, so they're taking a little less
Instead of a
damage
D8, it's a
because
D4. So.
yeah, pretty much. So at that point, after that blast. That is going. What?
So that wasn't pinky air. Oh, you're so good.
It is. It's okay. That is 2d12. D6. You guys hear what sounds like a crack of thunder come from your ship.
I was on the ship, so.
You don't hear this because you're in your dimensional
That's
space.
true, yep.
You hear nothing at all. The rest of you who are not underwater hear a crack of thunder. As 12, 18 plus.
That's gonna be my new noise. What was that?
Nice.
Out of combat, of course.
And most of you recognize that sound as the rifle that Sephiroth uses. And several of you look up to see him on the deck, ignoring all the people fighting around him, laying down, peg leg and all, just laying down with his giant rifle, which does look different. It has a golden sheen to the barrel now, like a golden orange sheen. And when he fires, there's a little bit of a flame to it as it hits the water, and you guys do see. You're the only one that sees that because you don't see it, but you kind of sense a pool of blood come out as his round hits true and deals 18 points of damage.
Her gnome is now Hawkeye.
Pretty much.
But with a gun. What's that one? I know you know the name.
Deadshot. And then now that does come back to you, Shaggy, as he is currently Sephiroth is reloading his rifle.
I'm gonna go to my bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna rifle around.
He's still in haste, by the way.
Yep.
So you go to your bar super fast.
Yep.
You're cat on crack. You're just
Rifling
running
around. I'm looking through all the bottles that are in our bar. Sorry, my bar, not our bar. Looking through all the bottles that are in my bar to see, one, what's the strongest, and two, if I have a healing potion just up there, just in case the bar fight breaks out.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I might be a little bit too hurt to see anything. Let's see.
It's possible.
10.
10. You don't see a healing potion, but you are able to easily find a couple of pretty strong liquors.
I yell out, Sergeant McStuffins.
And at that point, your little teddy bear, who seems to be just moving in slow motion, comes out. He does have a little cup on his thing. He comes out with his. He no longer has his sword.
No.
He just has. He has a little tray, and he comes out with his tray and holds up the cup. I mean, he's like a foot and a half. He's like a foot tall, maybe.
And
so he holds it down, so you like have to bend all the way down.
Reach down, grab the cup, put it in front of me, and I start mixing all the strongest.
You start mixing all of them. Okay. You find about 3 that are super strong, and you pop all of them.
Yeah.
Grab them, like you grab 2 with one hand and 1 with the other, and you just mix. Make a dexterity check for me.
Yeah.
To see if you're going too fast.
You're just like...
Just straight dexterity?
Yeah. Or your roll plus dex, yeah.
12.
12? Yeah, you're able, especially because, like, it's moving kind of in slow motion for you, so you're able to get them kind of, you keep giving a little twist so the liquid's kind of spinning in there. Okay,
Trying to get
that'll
faster.
That'll be your turn.
Yep.
You're making yourself a heck of a drink,
Cocktail.
moving in fast
That
motion.
ages. I still have one more action I can take.
That's true, you have another action.
I'd like to drink that, and then with the rest of my movement, I want to go to my room and lay down.
Okay, so you grab it as you take off towards your room as you're just chugging it. Get into your room, sit it down, and you curl up in the corner and just lay down.
Yeah.
No reasons.
Okay, that leads us back to the bad.
It wasn't on purpose.
For a bottle of haste, and it's not wasted by you being in your dimensional manner.
I haven't been healed yet, so...
You could have just went into the room without
Seeing
the bottle
that
of haste.
things don't look great, she's gonna spin around, come back, get back up to you, flop, start to like jump up onto the deck. Let's see if she can make that. Natural 19. Yeah, she's able to make it up onto the dock with you, big guy.
I got really scared, and then I realized I was not actually on the dock
No,
anymore.
you are not.
Not again! I don't want your kisses! Wait, no, you're not over body.
She's going to use...
She's gonna be kissing you now. If you close your eyes and don't touch her, she looks okay.
Hold on, I need to check something. Okay, yeah. So before she does that, checking the stage, she's gonna be 30. Yeah. So she's gonna pop up and she's going to look at you, Ricky, and she's going to say, "Flee," and you make a wisdom saving throw. She attempts to use the command spell on you. I'm sorry, that's not a command spell. Still wisdom saving throw, but go ahead.
It's not.
What was your save?
Wait, she talked to me?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
That's right. Very good. Okay, so she attempts to tell you to flee, and nothing happens. As she says, "I suggest you flee," which would have had you running away for 8 hours. So, excellent. I forgot about that, and she has no idea what that mask does. So, frustrated and realizing you're going to keep chasing her, she's going to go ahead and move up to you. She's going to jump on, and she's going to touch you, and then you're going to make a intelligence saving throw now. 19. Very nice. 18 is what you needed. So as she touches you, you just sort of slap her hand away very roughly, which angers her, and she'll go ahead and use the final part of her multi-attack and try to bite you. Which will be a... She breaks a tooth against your chest. Like, she tries to bite your pec and just... You watch as 2 teeth go pop, pop, and fling out because she got a nat 1. She rears back and she sort of like lets out a screaming howl at you as she's very frustrated that not only did you kill her, what you assume is her sister or whatever.
No, she watched her sister die. He didn't do anything but stand
well,
there.
you guys in general.
Oh.
She doesn't care which one.
Yeah,
You're
fair
just
enough.
all meat to her.
I love
and
her
the
too.
meat, the meat killed her. Yeah. That's gonna be your turn. So, cool. Nova, You're up. You're underwater. You can see him kind of floating almost ashore. He's kind of like the water. The water is like probably at his waist.
How do I think she
out of
look?
it. What?
How do I think she look? Her moving over to me, did she move like
She
Monster
moves
Hunter wounded type of?
No, she doesn't. She does not look. She does not look bloodied.
Okay.
You know, she looks like she definitely looks like the stuff you've done to her is hurting, but she doesn't look bloody quite yet. Okay, Nova.
Walking that in
I'm
the
gonna
stream was great. eh?
Welcome back.
Hey.
I'm gonna come up out of the water.
Okay. Hair flicking in the air that no one can see.
I want to
because
try to
there's
get between
just a bubble
Portal
of darkness.
and him.
Who?
Portal and him.
Turtle.
You moved me
so-
back with one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah, I
not,
did.
was,
Yeah. 10. Gonna call it 20. Okay, so you can get here or here. Either way, there's 5 feet between them.
Is my
Like there's
darkness
10
gonna
feet?
reach both of them?
Yes, it will engulf both. Just who do you want to be closer to? I'm gonna assume him because if no. Who do you want to be closer to?
Portal.
Okay. You cannot make an attack with your whip as she pulls away because she has to actually leave your full 10 feet. Is the whip's all you've got right now, right? Because your gun's broken?
Yeah, it has a reach of 10, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to double check that because apparently reach weapons is if they actually leave like your actual maximum reach. Yeah.
Okay.
So like with a dragon that has like 15 reach, you can just kind of move around a lot. And it will
Alright,
hit you.
and I'm going to... So, are they both within 10 feet, right? If I was to cast something down,
Yes, they're both at 10 feet.
Alright, then I'm going to cast Shatter. And hit them both.
Nice.
That will hit you too. And
That's
you cast
fine.
Shatter. Okay. Well, okay. How big is Shatter?
10 feet radius.
They are not. They're 20 feet apart. They're within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, so you can make a point on you.
Well, wait. Okay. Is the radius?
You can
It's a 10
so
foot
it's just 10
radius
foot.
and a sphere of your choice. Of
Remember,
what you
whenever you're
cast.
calculating radius, it's half a circle.
Yeah. Okay. No. So it would be a 20. So you would be able to just barely get both of them. Yeah.
Not so Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it will hit you too.
That's fine. I
So,
accept it.
Okay.
You can point it where it doesn't.
No.
I
I
can't.
can't hit both of you. I can't hit both of them.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
Shatter
in the-
does allow. Well, but they're in darkness. Okay. Because you
Blind
can
darkness
aim
now?
Shatter. It's a ranged
Yes.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys
but
are both blind.
You want them blind?
Hey DM, whenever Shatter goes off, is it okay if I explain something?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, I want them blind. That was the point. I want because if they're blind,
It won't affect their dexterity saving throw.
no. But their next turn, you told
They're
them
not hitting people.
that they
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
have to, or they would have to
Yeah.
figure out and then
Unless
go
they-
from there.
unless they-
Hitting
yeah.
them, basically.
Yeah.
They don't instantly
Okay.
attack whatever they
Alright.
say.
So I'm gonna cast that.
Okay.
So you guys are doing it's a
Dexterity saving throw.
Constitution.
Oh, it's Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I'm okay with this because I have advantage on all saving throws.
True.
Because I have my guy on my spine. Good thing he's got
That's
this.
true. Also make a saving throw for him.
That's
Because
fine.
this is hit affecting him as well.
Hey, isn't she casting a spell?
I
She
will do
is.
that
Mhm.
as well. 17.
How
It's
did
a-
she mention it?
My saving throw is a 17, which I think.
You add stuff last
Yeah, but
The roll itself was a 17.
Your saving throw?
no, my
So
roll
you-
itself
oh.
was a 17,
Yeah,
which
Oh yeah, so you
Without
passed
adding.
your own thing.
I was gonna say without adding anything. it
Because
was
yours is only a 14. You don't have a super high.
yeah.
This sounds
Okay,
like-
what's your save?
What? 14.
Okay, modified 20.
14.
Okay, so we take half damage?
Mhm.
Okay. What type of damage is this?
Thunder.
Okay.
I'm checking. My little guy.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
lightning and the thunder.
So as Nova, you guys can't see it, but Nova, you reach your hand out and create a black, because all of your magic is black, because you're a warlock, a black with kind of purple spiral ball in there. Close it briefly to make it small, and then just open it up. And as you do that, the explosion ignites all around you.
Okay, so next question. My hex,
Yes.
is that calculated into this for him, or would that
Yes,
just
you
be on
roll
its
it.
own?
No, you roll it. You roll it as well, and do the extra damage to him.
Just
Just
Not
him.
any damage. Just
okay,
him.
so my normal d8s for him would be 11, so that in half, so 5 for you. And then for you, it
I
was
need to
14.
look at something real quick, because I'm not sure what that looks like.
Yeah, chair. 14.
Astral.
14.
Thank you.
And then half is
Yeah.
7.
So my pseudo dragon dies, correct? Oh, that was
So
A poof.
poof.
Yeah,
So
so
5
your
damage to you, that's already
dragon
half.
poofs out.
Yeah, 5 was half.
Five is half.
Did
making
you do
sure.
your saving throw?
Intelligence
Yeah.
saving throw.
There's a lot of purple.
Again.
Beautiful. And okay.
Did you do your intelligence?
Yes, I did. I'm waiting for the DM to ask.
Okay. What do you have?
18.
18 just passes.
15.
15. So as after being blasted by that shockwave, which you keep getting hit by these stupid blasts of thunder, and it's really annoying you.
these.
But
Lightning
your
and the thunder.
your mind clears, and you suddenly realize these aren't your enemies, and you are very angry that she just made you
But I can't see
attack
anything
everyone. You
either.
can't see anything. It's all darkness. You
So
do
you have
not.
no
They're
idea.
still all enemies. And then just after that, all of a sudden, the darkness is gone. And Lissy, as your wild magic searches, because I activated that for you.
Do you roll for that, or do I roll
Yes.
for
He
that?
rolls for it. Or he
I rolled
He
for it.
rolls.
He rolls
Yep.
for it?
He
Okay.
You
can
are-
have you roll.
Yeah.
But
Right, but
I
he
rolled
likes
for this
to
one
roll it.
because I was.
You wanted
it was
to know
yeah.
it first. That's fine.
You are teleported to the astral plane.
Oh no!
Suddenly,
that's not
you
a
are
bad thing.
standing
She's not
on
teleported
just
to one of the 9
no.
planes of
You
hell.
are standing on this like
and how should we move it
broken
back?
road that is just floating around. You see
And then how should-
bits of cities, and there's beautiful
Hold on.
purple
Do I see
her disappear?
spiraling. You guys don't. Just the darkness just goes, just disappears. The darkness is just gone. The darkness is still there with you. So there's just this ball of darkness now in the astral plane, and you are there until the end of your next turn.
I was gonna say some
just-
of the things.
So
Just
wait,
sorry,
wait,
it
still
wasn't my
technically-
fault.
Oh, I thought
She
it was
can-
perfect.
In the astral plane.
Anyways, only some of them are
He
Darren.
was talking at us and
What?
still
He's
In
the
the
only one
astral
close to
plane?
me, so I say, I'm
You
sorry,
can still
it's not my fault, I don't know what
technically
came
see all
over
of the
me.
other
And I
people,
kind of like
by the
Can't
way.
you actually see everyone?
Yeah, because it's
raged
just like
at him
with
because
the,
I'm still under the spell.
Misty
Yeah.
Step or whatever. When
I
you
think
do
this
Misty
is
Step,
natural.
you're still aware of where everyone is.
So, well, we'll just go ahead and leave you here because
I can
you know
snap at you.
know
I
you
can
are-
be a snapping
We're
girl.
still on stream,
She
guys.
just can't do anything. What?
Yeah,
She was
They
saying
were
we're
just
still on
talking a
stream.
bunch, and I was saying that we're still on stream, so we can't
Oh,
be doing
don't
all
talk.
that.
Yeah, don't talk too loud. Okay, you finish your turn. Metadora, what would you like?
That's not fair. What if I wanted to heal or something?
If you want to heal yourself,
I don't.
go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, would you like to start trying to move around, or you're?
Wait.
Yes.
When I come back, do I come back in the same spot?
No,
No.
you'll
Okay.
come back in a spot relatively.
Buildings, but they seem to be sort of like wavy and in and out. But also, you see other buildings that shouldn't be there. Some of them are actually like the buildings are like intertwined with each other, as these are two different dimensions that are kind of colliding. It's very surreal. You start moving towards him. You look down and like part of the ground is just missing. There's not earth. There's just like other floating stuff under you, which is also very weird. Yeah. And so, Menadora, what are we doing?
Well, that's what I was planning on doing.
Is going to the
Until
astral
she,
plane?
no, moving towards the tiefling until she awkwardly went like this to go towards the tiefling.
You can't see her. She's gone.
Like I said, I was planning on going
Yeah.
to
So
the
you're gonna move
tiefling.
towards the tiefling?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, he's the only one that looks super bloody that I semi care about.
He did a little bit. She healed him a little bit. But
Because I mean, like he's not bloody. Like Riki isn't bloody at all. He kind of did a lot of damage to something else that I couldn't see. But he
Oh,
didn't
I'm
get
fresh.
hit. Right.
And
kinda-
then Astro.
Okay, so there's your 30 feet of movement. Do you want,
Just gonna
what else are we doing?
To max it because I didn't move the last time because I just kind
Okay,
of stood
that's
there.
fine. So you're able to easily get all the way up to him.
Okay, and then I'll ask him if he's okay, and then I'm gonna obviously see that he's not okay at all, because he's a shaking little leaf, barely attached to a tree right now.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's soldiering through it, but he is very hurt. There's just a burn mark that has ruined part of the armor, it looks like.
Okay.
Because it's just like you can see open wound.
How's his chest look?
It's glowing. Like you can't see his chest very well because it's still, no one's attacked him since. So it's still glowing, waiting for someone to take advantage.
Well, I'm going
From
to
the,
give him
from
a
the guiding
potion.
strike.
I'm
Because
just
that's
gonna.
not for a turn. That's just the next attack, right? I
Yeah.
believe.
I'm just.
So his
going,
chest is still glowing.
I'm gonna ignore that because I don't really care about it and be like, we've had our differences, I guess. Tap him, reach into my pocket. I might have something that could help, and I hand him a potion and kind of look at. I guess you can have this one.
So you begrudgingly hand him a potion.
Greater healing potion.
A greater healing
'Cause that's-
potion. Okay. Very nice.
I have. Those are the only type of healing potions I have left because I did not want to give up my spell slots.
Makes
So I
sense.
just kind of begrudgingly like, yeah, okay, I know you're important. Here you go. And then I smile and just give it to him.
Report the other cat. Okay. He takes it very quickly.
So 44 plus 4.
Okay. He'll do that on his
Right.
It's his turn. Okay.
Oh, I can shove it down his throat as my action.
if you
Take
want,
it now.
if you want to use your action, you can
There's nothing
feed it
else
to
going
him.
I just kind of cradle him. It's okay.
Very
mama
fights you. He
bear.
fights you a little bit. He's like, what are you? Oh, as you just like.
And I'm just gonna be like, no, it'll help you. It'll help you. It'll heal you.
He's super confused. He's letting it
Heal you.
happen because he recognizes it as a healing potion.
Yes, it'll heal
Part
you.
of him is worried it's going to turn out that it's not a healing potion. He's going to die.
Because
But at
everybody's
this
been
point,
trying
he
to kill
figures
him.
you could just stab him
I have
anyway.
it.
So
Iris is
whatever.
glaring at you.
This,
Yeah,
I
Iris
want to
does
take
not seem
note
pleased.
that this is not like a hello there. This is very much like Mother Goose. Like, hey, come here, spoiled little brat.
He definitely notices that there is not like a tenderness.
Right.
You're just
I'm
like
gonna make that clear to like
you
other
might-
people who
In fact,
could
you probably
possibly
maybe
see.
chip a tooth a little bit, as
And
you
I'm
just
just kinda-
ram that thing
I
in his
literally
mouth.
just
more
grab
damage
him by the shoulder and just kind of and go like this.
Okay.
There is no caressing or none of that. I'm just
Yeah.
like, get over here. You're gonna
So,
drink this.
Titus,
I'm still glaring at you.
there's no more
That's fine.
darkness.
But I am still under a spell.
Not fast
Yep, 1,
enough.
2, 3, 4.
You were never
5.
going to do 44 plus 4 healing.
Roll a d8 for me. Reroll if you get an 8.
Find the loud sound on his shoulder.
Now I have to mark
D8?
that off.
Yep.
That's a D10.
You have a lot of enemies within 60 feet. Because guiding bolt, I think, is
1.
60 feet. A 1, that would be your dragon friend. So you turn back
I'm
to him.
sorry, mate. I have no idea what came over me.
He is apologizing because he doesn't realize you're taken over too.
All right.
You know.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action as
Okay.
to heal myself. What is it? Sorry, healing word,
Okay, I'll allow it.
which will be. I think it says when you cast a spell using spell slot second level or higher, healing increased by 1d4.
Yeah, so it's 2d4.
So it's 2 or
plus-
3 because it's. Is it like
No,
third
healing word's
levels?
only 1d. Are you using it at third? No, you've used all your third level spells. So this would be a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, just 2.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just choose that.
Because you use 2. Because you only have 3 level 2 spell
4
slots.
plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, I thought I had that. Just your wisdom. That's right. Let's Seven.
The DM is giggling.
7. Should be right there.
He always says that.
I'm glad that we're always overly suspicious of our DM. I think it's because of him personally and not the fact that he's a DM.
Whenever your DM giggles.
And I'm attacking him. He's close to me, right?
No, he's on the other side of Nova. You can get to him easily.
All right. I'll move,
Okay.
and then I'm going
So
to.
you have Nova in between you and him. So you quickly skirt around her and get right
Can
up
I
to him.
two-hand wield it, or take a whole action to do that?
No, yeah.
Okay, two-hand wielder.
No,
I'm gonna swing it.
I always assume you're wielding it with two hands, so
Okay.
go ahead and take a take a swing.
Okay.
I just assume that's always what you're doing.
Your swing is for my weapon.
Because that is why your shield is only like a buckler. That's why it's small, so it allows you to do that.
Okay.
The Goliath looks super smart right now. I just want to point that out, Riki. Riki needs some glasses. You just need to give him. They don't need to be real, just that he wears.
Oh, these aren't real. Yeah, they just like they make me look.
It's
really.
20.
Yeah.
It's modified 20.
I have
That
several
hits.
pairs. They
Yeah.
all match my watches.
And then for
Wow.
hit, it's 1d8.
Oh, yeah.
plus
It's a
4,
thing.
So I need
Yeah.
I know how to
put
put
that
that.
right there.
And then make an
I'm
athletics
the
check.
only one who needs glasses.
Or sorry, make a strength saving
need
throw,
them,
Samoan.
Janae needs glasses?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who actually wears glasses.
Plus
I'm
anything
supposed
else?
to.
You don't know?
No, you don't. Well, you're the
Or is
only
it just
one.
this?
I desperate.
It's 2 plus.
Plus that. Plus 4. So
That's why it was a
Yes.
real whisper.
it's a 6 damage.
6 points of damage?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Samoan, you take 6 points of damage, and
That is a 15 for my save.
which I believe is it's an 8.
2 plus 4.
Do you read what the saving throw is on that ability?
Go ahead and look
Is
at
it your strength, I think?
Oh, just a hit?
Yeah, it'd be 8.
It's
These were free.
Look up the whatever the great weapons. Hammer Master.
I'm not 100% sure here. It's.
Look, I sent it to you, so it should be at like the bottom of your app.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you copy pasted it.
I didn't get the copy pasted. I'm pretty sure right here. Sorry.
Do you have the text with it?
Yeah.
I just need to know what the AC is for it. I'll mark it down too.
Not sure if you. Did you put it in here?
Yeah, I texted it to you. Rules. Rules.
These are the ones that you sent me this week.
Rules. Okay.
I'm not
We hit a
seeing
creature with a
DC in here.
warhammer.
You didn't send it to me.
I did.
That must be a different text.
Oh, DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus
You
your
found
strength
There we
modifier.
go.
Okay, yeah, so it's 11 plus 4 would be 15. Yeah, so 16 you were able to save. Okay, so you bring the hammer down into his shoulder, slamming into it. It hurts, but not as... You feel like it should have hurt more, but it doesn't hurt as bad as you thought it would. And that's your bonus action movement and attack
Feel
action.
my hammer. Sorry.
Drop it.
Oh, did you add your... That is a +1 weapon. Did you add that?
It was already on his
Has he got
on
it
his
on
thing,
there?
so yeah,
It's-
I'm guessing
it's,
modified it.
Yeah, so it modifies it by 5, right?
Oh no.
Whatever
Thanks.
you roll is 5
That's one
because you
more.
have an 18.
That's
Okay,
one
so you
more.
take 7 points, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll
I
need
got
to
it.
change that, yeah.
I got
It's a,
it.
mod, it's
I
a
got
plus
you now.
5 damage.
I need
under
to
18.
paste all that in the
Yeah.
still.
Okay, so,
It's just a dice roll
Samoan.
also, so
Yes.
Yeah, Samoan, you're up.
Is it Samoan or Samoan?
Someone.
Same mode.
Simone? What is it?
Same mode.
Samoan.
It says it with an accent, so I don't know.
Samoan.
Same
You're just
Samoan.
you're putting an extra syllable in that's not there.
You were saying Samoan.
Samoan.
Same mode.
It's just it's
Anywho.
2 syllables.
Sam. Okay, someone.
I'm
Well, because in my head I kept calling him by both names and I was confusing myself.
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
Alright.
Where would you like to
Let's go.
go?
It's-
You've
it's worth
directly
the
in front of you
blood
is the
dragon.
turtle.
I
Who is
also need
just
to roll
attacking you?
concentration,
Oh,
which that will fail. So
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So as he hits you, your concentration is broken, and you drop the spell. Flame breath.
yes, I'm going to
Cast flame breath.
Sorry, I didn't giggle at that.
Do it again.
So do I realize what kind of came over me? Do I know who it was that I was under effect? Would I know like
Make an
the
Arcana
person?
check.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Thank you. That was playing in my head over and over and over again.
That is a 13.
With a 13?
Would I know, like, not necessarily about the effect itself, but who?
Yes, yeah. I'd say that, yeah, you realize that this was cast by the Siren.
Okay.
You're pretty confident of that, and it is some sort of charm spell. With a 13, you're able to figure out it's some sort of charm spell.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a risk and step away from this guy.
Okay.
And run up onto shore. And so he gets an op attack, so go ahead and swing at me.
15,
Roll a
20,
d20.
25, 30. Oh,
No, that's not me.
Yep. 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay. And I am going to cast Magic Missile, blowing my last and final third level spell
Okay.
at the Siren. What is that? 1, 2, 5.
Oh, dang. She getting all the darts.
Sorry.
No, you can.
Oh, Lord.
That is 16 points of damage on the magic missile.
16 points.
Oh, that's sad.
Sweet move.
It could have been really, really nice.
Did you
I'll add some
roll to
flair
see
in my imagination.
What'd you roll to hit?
20
20? Yeah, you hit me. So roll damage.
damage for this.
And
+4.
I am going
Two
to.
times you get what you have. I'm sorry.
And I see. Well, darn, you can't hear me.
No, he can't.
But I
And
wouldn't
with
know
that,
that.
Titus, your mind clears as the spell is broken. And you realize he is not your enemy, although you did need to roll to hit him anyway. But
Because I did swing already.
He did.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It hit me.
the mind also clears for all of your crew, none of which have died yet, surprisingly.
Wow.
10.
It's because
A bunch of them,
11.
a bunch of them are super
11.
low.
Okay.
They're using, most of them are using daggers and stuff. So
And bonus action, I am going to healing words myself at level 1.
Smart move.
one. Agent Dot. You're like, hey, I'm okay. You're okay. You're fine. And you heal.
That's plus spellcasting
you're
modifier,
Dragonborn.
correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's a total of 8.
It's a good time.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Iris. It's pronounced Iris, right?
Well, now that you
I just
mention
wanted to
it.
make sure, okay? Because he was saying his name
Simone.
different.
No, I was
and you
totally
were
saying it wrong.
different, And I just wanted to make
I'm
sure,
just
so
gonna call
I
you
figured
Sam.
I would ask the person in question.
Sammy.
I feel like it's
Um,
important to know who I'm talking to and not to mess up their name.
It is.
Make
And
it
she
fun.
is at this point. At this point, she is looking pretty bloody.
song.
No, Darren, did we, whenever we went past...
What did you say? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
hold on.
Darren,
Go ahead.
whenever we went past Tiefling Guy's turn, he healed 3 more points.
Yeah.
He
I think
how much
because
more?
3 more.
How much did he heal? You did
Oh
the
yeah, I
roll
need
for
to do
it?
that too. Thank you.
44 plus 4.
44.
I'm doing the
Sweet.
most.
We decided it happens on their
Mother
turn,
Goose
right?
and this.
Correct.
Okay, so
On there. Drink it all.
God. That's 3 1s and a 2.
Can I roll for him? You suck.
What is it, D4?
he only rolls
Plus-
20s
plus
when he's
4.
making our...
Is
So
it
that
D4?
was
Yeah.
5. That's 9.
I want to do it. How many D4?
Nope, it's already done.
How many D4?
That's
I
9
did a
plus
little
3.
better. I rolled
Is it
2
40?
He's
twos.
looking a
Yes,
lot better.
Cameron.
9.
I rolled 2 once and 2 twos.
He's looking like he's almost unbloodied.
We should have had Cameron roll.
And what are we doing? And this,
He got it
the
well.
siren is looking bloodied at this point.
Plus 4.
Can you see her? Is she up out of the water or is she like...
She's up out of the water. She's
Oh.
actually like up on the edge of this thing,
Oh!
like grabbing at him.
Alright, so I was under the impression she was still in the water and I couldn't really see her from where I
No,
was
so
at.
you can see her a little bit.
Oh, okay. So he's looking better? Yeah. I mean, no.
He's looking like he's almost not bloodied. He's looking
Okay.
like he's doing
Well,
better.
he was
He's
about to fall over earlier.
He's no
so,
longer
I
on
mean-
death's door.
Everyone gets sleepy every once in a while.
And some of them just go take a nap.
Yeah.
Like Shaggy, I'm
If
out.
you're taking a freaking haste potion, I'm gonna go sleep real fast.
Really funny.
Is that how haste
That was
potion
the
works?
best use of a haste potion ever.
I'm sad that it was a haste
Okay.
potion. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. He's looking a little better.
Yep.
Cat is
What
looking
are we
like
doing?
she's trying to help him
Yep.
not
What do you want to do?
kill him.
What are we doing?
These guys are still wailing on each other, right?
No.
Do you want to use your action to make a perception check?
No.
Hit him with the Leroy.
Everybody stop killing each other.
Do you want to use your action to say everyone stop killing each other? It's probably not helping her, I think.
No.
What are we doing?
I doubt it.
I guess if I can see the siren, I'm gonna take my movement to. I don't know. Can you reach me? Take my movement to get like closer to her.
Okay. Okay.
Now, am I within range
For
for a bow?
Oh yeah. You have a long bow.
Yeah.
Like
It's
150.
6
It's like 150 feet for a long bow.
Yeah.
Shoot across the
The
map.
blade bow, yeah, 150 feet.
Off the map.
So you're
Well,
good.
that's.
Or
I was
600
asking
feet
if
at disadvantage.
Yes, yes. No, I knew
Yeah,
that.
so
I meant,
you were
am
good.
I within range to be not a disadvantage?
Right
That's
now,
what I was
you
trying to
could
see.
shoot someone on your ship
Why would
if you
I?
wanted to. I'm just saying.
Yes, I wanted
you
to.
could.
Okay.
Speaking of, I mean, there is just a random siren body propped up.
Yeah, on your
Oh, you
ship.
propped it up? I
Yeah.
thought you just dropped it.
No,
Nope.
I propped
What are we
it
doing,
up on
Sire?
the catapult.
Iris, what are we doing? What are we
On the
doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're,
What are we
we're
doing?
shooting at the siren
Okay, in what way?
with the blade bow.
Alright, there we go. Roll the hit.
That's cocked.
Get out of my pocket.
There we go.
On your level 5, so you have 2 attacks now, don't you?
Ooh, look at you being so
Rangers
fancy.
get that every level
Yeah.
5.
5th level, yeah.
5th level, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so you can
I
go
forgot
boom,
about
boom.
that.
3
It's
times.
important. Know your character.
3 times.
Yeah. Well,
She's using the
well,
blade
'cause
bow. You
Only,
said if
only
she
for
could attack
melee.
twice.
Only for melee.
Oh.
It allows you to essentially use a bonus action to use a melee attack,
With it.
but you can't send a third arrow.
Too bad she
So
doesn't
if
have
I'm-
bombardment or volley.
So if there's multiple enemies, I can actually have 4 attacks, technically.
More
You can have a yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
your first attack.
Is 19.
19 will hit.
Nice.
Roll damage.
She's awesome. Words of encouragement from the back.
You're
It just dies out after 15 feet. I'm assuming that's how
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay, 8 points.
As long as I'm not like hardcore screaming. Will you quit scratching the death out of your feet?
Top of my foot.
Ooh, natural
You're
one.
just digging.
That will miss.
So quiet. I don't like it. I don't deal with silence when I'm
You okay?
as Darren dies now.
Are you having a
I'm
seizure?
kind of worried.
So the second attack didn't matter. I was reading. I'm sorry. So after you make your first attack, you let it low, and then there is a. You hear in the back of your mind a familiar voice, and all of a sudden there is a flash of multicolored light, and you guys all see Iris just go and turn into a potted plant.
Does she turn into an iris?
Bravo.
Does Iris turn into an
Absolutely.
iris?
She absolutely turns into a beautiful iris.
That's amazing.
You're not sure, and you don't know because you can't think. You're a potted
I
plant.
was gonna say, am I a sentient potted plant?
Actually, no. She keeps her. She still
Does
keeps
she?
her. Yeah.
She still keeps her
Anytime you get
mentality.
transformed by wild magic forcefully, you still get to keep your mentality.
What?
You just can't do
anything.
anything.
Can
The
she
things
talk
you're-
to us?
No,
No.
she
Nope.
keeps her.
She keeps her
She
sentience.
keeps
but
her
We don't know what's
Because
happening.
it changes your actual stats.
Yes.
So you keep your
Yes.
personality, not
Right,
your
I
stats. And a potted plant has is
0%.
it 0 or 1?
I think it's 1.
It might have an intelligence of 1, but it isn't enough that you do not have sentience. You're just a potted plant.
A pretty flower.
Now you have Iris's personality, but your sentience is gone. If someone wants to look up the
does the
stats for a
plant-
potted plant,
Did
How
you
does
at
a
least
plant
get
have
a-
personality if it doesn't have sentience?
No.
don't ask me.
The potted plants have 5
Did you at
health
least
if you're wondering how much health it has.
Okay.
With the mushroom, did you
Also, I was looking up this so that way you can show your viewers because I'm pretty sure they don't
Okay.
know what an iris looks like.
Oh,
Most
everyone
people
should know
don't.
what an iris looks
That's
like.
not true.
Most people don't.
Okay,
know
guys.
what
So
an iris
this
I don't know why I got
is very bright. It's okay.
Okay, we'll come
You
pick
guys
up.
can barely see that.
I'm gonna put
Please
you
skip
on
me
my
to
couch.
the last thing,
looks
man.
like. Turn down the brightness then, Darren.
I don't. That will completely make my green screen show up. And right now I have a beautiful library behind me.
We'll just put you in the
Yeah.
bar.
So it's a very beautiful purple
That's
plant.
a nice place.
Is what it is. So yeah, you are now a potted
Okay,
plant.
you and my next
That
one.
ends Iris's turn. Riki, you're up.
Awesome.
Where is she? I see
On the
her.
docks.
Has anyone ever seen
No,
How
she's right
High?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what?
How high
There is a
movie.
point in the movie where his best friend dies.
Does he turn into a potted plant?
Turn
Wait
the
for it.
weed.
He takes his ashes, accidentally mixes it in a fertilizer, uses the fertilizer to grow weed, smokes the weed, and then sees his dead friend's ghost.
Because it's okay.
Well
What is this
done.
movie?
How high?
How High.
It's
Okay,
a pretty
I've not
good
seen
movie.
this movie.
It's pretty funny.
Definitely going to.
It
So-
has a Red Man and a Method Man.
Riki, what would you like to do?
If I smoke Iris.
I mean, you do see a large flash, and you look back, and where Iris was a moment ago, there's just a potted plant.
We'll rain check that. Okay, cool.
Oh, Iris doesn't want to be smoked.
Iris can't talk. I've never heard a plant talk in my life.
I
No.
don't care.
Unless
No
it's
talking,
Alice
Iris.
in Wild.
That's Riki, you're up. The
They were released.
I'm going to
siren in front of you is looking pretty bad.
Like I said, it wasn't an iris.
I'm going to. All right, the vindictive harpoon. If I throw it and I pull it, and they
She's right on top of you.
I know, but if they save, but if I just stab her and quick pull out, do I still get that last D4 or? Because it's one of those things. If I throw it and I pull it towards me, and it comes out.
I mean, if you're wanting to do damage, it'd be easier to hit her with your club. It would do more damage, but I mean, if you're really wanting to stab her with the harpoon.
I use booming blade with the harpoon.
With the harpoon?
It's the only weapon I got right now
Okay.
with me. I got a
A harpoon
shield.
can be used.
Piercing.
Yeah, it's just piercing. Okay, so go ahead and roll the hit.
I
You're a
thought I-
fighter, so you have mastery of every weapon in existence.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a spell, so 16.
So does that mean, DM, just sorry, just
Go ahead.
chime in everyone. Does that mean that if he was to cut my hand off, because
Of course you'd go there.
And use the
I have
claws? Yes.
like cut my hand off and then we tie it to like a stick or something, like a monkey claw, but with like a cat claw.
Cat paw.
Sure, but it would still just do your D4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. If you want to cut your hand off, stick it on a pole.
Yeah.
And let him attack people with it. Yeah. I'll count it as a weapon he knows, because fighters. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage as you hit her with booming blade.
Okay.
You
keep
could be
dying whenever do it with your body.
Boots too. Just take your claws out, and then you have extra stealth in this hand because it's just fluff.
9.
9 points of damage. Okay.
That's not hilarious to anybody but me. Okay.
I'm smiling.
Is that it?
I
What's your
can't
turn?
see past Lissy's pink hair.
Hi.
Purple.
I said big.
Yes.
Does booming blade
Is her
give
hair
you?
swollen
Isn't
in
it
front
level
of her
5? So it gives you
Booming
DC
blade.
of. Don't you
I
get to
don't
do
know, I
sonic
have
damage
sword
now?
burst.
If she moves.
I thought you do. Does that increase?
Oh yeah, I did the 2d8. Yeah, I already did for the attack and.
Oh, okay. You
I
just
got
didn't.
one.
You didn't roll very well. Okay. Making sure. Okay. Perfect. Then that is going to be. We're gonna go up to our friend here after he's been like tooth broken. His mouth is a little bloodied actually. It healed immediately, but there's a little bit of like
I wasn't
blood
super
on his teeth.
forceful. I was just very hey, I want to be your chick kind of. Like, get over here and let me heal you kind of.
You're forceful
thing.
enough. So he is going to go ahead and take a quick glance around.
Are we talking
Everyone-
Final Fantasy VII forceful where you're breaking healing potions over people's faces for some reason?
Yeah.
You know what?
That's awesome.
He's
Now
gonna
that
move.
it's in my head. The next time I give somebody a healing potion, watch out.
He's just gonna take off running into the cages as he sees. Looks like you guys have this, and he's tired of getting hurt. And then on that note,
So for a healing potion to work, do you have to drink it, or can it just be on you?
you have to drink it.
It has to
In D&D, it has to be
It
drank.
has to be
and technically,
consumed.
the entire thing has to be consumed.
Okay.
Like
So it
technically,
can't
if
be
you
a
don't consume the
Hercules
whole
thing.
thing, it doesn't trigger. Like
Like
if, you,
saying there are other
if
ways
there's
to
a few
consume
drops
something
left.
besides drinking.
Put it up their butt.
Okay, yes, that's true. There are other ways. You could just get an IV of healing potion.
Suppository.
Right. That's
Does it hit
That too.
faster, kind of like alcohol? I don't know.
Yeah. So there,
get an extra D4 of healing because it went up.
you guys hear another loud crack
I woke up and this
as Sephiroth fires his weapon, and there is a blast of wood right over here as he misses. Because he rolled a 4. At least he didn't break his gun. Nearly broke his new gun. Yeah, and then that's going to bring us. Your crewmates start swimming back to the ship. A lot of them are
Really confused.
barely conscious. Like the next round of fighting, a bunch of them would have started dying. So yeah, so they start swimming back to ship, and that will bring us back up to Shaggy, who's sleeping super fast. He's just like.
Actually,
You should
before I
stop for a
sleep,
purr somewhere
before I
there.
sleep, I'd like to, because I just got into that room, right?
Yes.
I want to look through my sister's trunk.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Unless he's put something special in it, you're going to find 96 arrows.
Make an investigation check.
Do I need to lockpick it first, or
Did you lock the trunk? You didn't, did you?
I don't think.
would
No.
you?
You don't have
No,
one.
I have 96 arrows.
Investigation.
Okay. Investigation check.
You find some secret money that was hidden in there that she didn't know about.
You
because you
find
rolled
a
a
secret
34.
compartment that leads into another mansion.
With a 34, I would hope so.
10 floors.
It was
15?
A 15?
Yeah.
With a 15, you were how many arrows are in there?
96.
You count 94 arrows.
I'm gonna just throw them out as I'm looking. I don't got time to look
You're
at
just
each one of
tossing
these.
arrows everywhere. A few of them are like cheek, cheek, cheek into the walls, and you're just tossing them.
Alright, now I want to look through my trunk because I know I didn't put anything
Okay,
in it.
you can use your second action.
Yeah.
No, he didn't put anything in it.
Yeah. Investigation again?
Yeah, investigation check.
Ridiculous.
20.
With a natural, or with it not a nat 20, but with a 20, you look in, and you find some gum stuck to the top of the trunk.
There's just gum in here?
It's not.
So-
no, it's like used gum.
Here's
stuck
the
up
thing
top.
though. Do I know what gum is?
No, you do
No?
not. You
Right,
don't know
so
what
it's
gum is.
just this weird sticky
this
liquid.
weird sticky thing. It's mostly hard. There's a little sticky to it. You just gotta poke it.
What does it smell like?
It smells minty.
Smells minty.
It smells like the inside of someone's
it
mouth.
smells both fruity and minty.
At the same time,
Slow.
Yeah, it's very weird gum.
I'm just gonna slowly close this back again because I have no idea what I just touched.
Okay.
And slowly would be me closing it normally because I'm
It's
just
like-
right now.
You feel like it was slow, and you
Yeah.
go over and lay down.
Like
just-
in my perspective, it's just.
Okay. So that's your turn. Now we go back to
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna tell Sergeant McStuffins to restock my bar.
We stopped the bar back.
There's I made a little ladder.
Did you make a ladder?
Well, yeah, one of the little
Cartoon
library ladders, but it's specifically for Sergeant McStuffins, so no other person
Did
should
you
ever
add
actually be able to use
extra rungs to it?
No, it's an actual tiny ladder.
Okay, so you made a little ladder?
Yeah, that like has
Okay, we'll get to that
He
later.
put a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
make
detail
I'm
into
gonna
it.
make you roll for that to see if it just collapses when he goes up.
Well, okay, that's fine.
So, that brings us to the bad. She is angrily going to reach out to you and attempt to touch you. Make an intelligence saving throw, Riki, since you're right in front of her.
11.
11 will fail. So she touches you, and as she touches you, your body starts to tense, and you can't move. And she comes up. She's actually, when she comes all the way up, she's very tall. She's easily 10 feet long when she actually goes all the way up. So she's easily able to bring herself up and lay a kiss on you. And as she does that, you feel this blast of psychic energy course through your mind, and you take 45 points of psychic damage. And you are now stunned till the end of her next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to...
Wait, what type of attack was this?
Psychic.
So wait, what is it?
It was a spell.
Was it a touch?
No, it was a spell. It's not technically even a touch spell.
Like verbal?
It's just a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a psychic attack, so if you fail it, that's just her flavor, is she likes to kiss you because she's a siren, and then she eats your face.
Oh, this
Like,
is gonna
literally.
be so sweet.
I already done that. There's no face.
That's true, there is no face, which is weird because there's no lips to kiss, so she just kisses like the...
Where the
You still suffer the full
where she
damage.
thinks the lips should be.
You still fall for the full day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that
I feel like she should.
that scene in
She
Inuyasha
should
where
roll
the
an
girl
intelligence
makes
check to
kisses
see if she can
Inuyasha's
figure out
teeth.
where they're supposed to be.
There we go. Okay, she's going to use her second spell, and she's going to look towards the closest one to her. I'm going to double check. It doesn't say anything about not hurting your allies. So she's going to look to Samoan. Simone. Simone.
We can just switch it to Samoan.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody's been hearing it.
She's
Samoan
going
anyway.
to look at Vex. Vax? I don't know. One of them. Vix.
I am Vix.
I'd be that.
When I die, I'm going to roll a character named Vix.
Vix.
And you can find a new DM.
I'd be Voxelbond. You can be
Vox.
Vexalia.
Okay, so she's going to turn to you,
No more.
and she's going to say, she's just simply going to say, I suggest you protect me from these fiends. And she's going to use the suggestion on you. Make a will saving throw.
You mean wisdom?
Wisdom, sorry. Yes.
No, is that the exact wording she used?
Your wish is my command.
Is that even better? Is that the
Anything
exact
you
wording
say.
she used?
Yes.
Protect
But-
me from these fiends.
Yes, but she's not using fiends as in the sense of
But
from
there are
fiends.
fiends
She
in
doesn't
this
say
game.
these. I know she doesn't say these fiends. It'd be like saying protect me from these jerks. He doesn't actually get to decide who be like, you know, that person's not a jerk, so I'm not going to protect her. You just now have the urge to protect her in any way possible. From
I got a
anything
nat
doing
one,
her
by
harm.
the way.
He's just punching the water because he thinks it's a water.
Real
gun.
hard.
I'm in love again.
Pretty much. And then she's going to attempt to bite you. Mother! She breaks 2 more teeth on your shoulder as she bites down, just crack, crack. And she howls in pain, angry.
Ow, my filling.
Oh wait, actually no, because you're stunned. Oh, she has advantage!
She doesn't understand you have to cook
Yes!
before you eat it.
She actually hit you that time with a 22 total. Never mind, I forgot she has advantage because you're just standing there. Frozen. So you take 7 points of piercing damage as she just bites down into your shoulder.
I can still cast spells, right? I just can't
You
move.
are completely stunned. You cannot do anything until the end of her next turn.
You can think
Nothing.
real loud in your head.
You can think real loud in your head, but you can't actually move.
Okay, unless he has
If he has, what's it called? Can he cast spells?
What is that?
Oh,
Meta magic?
Hey, meta magic. There's a meta magic form of meta magic where you don't have to use semantic,
I just
verbal,
didn't know if he chose
or
that.
anything like that.
I don't think he has. You don't have that. No, okay. That's one of the ones that mine is gonna be because I like to get hurt and not be able to do things.
Well, you don't like
be
to. You just
underwater.
Keeps
Self
happening.
spell.
Keeps happening.
So
Sometimes.
it does say you can speak falteringly, so like you can't cast a spell, but yeah,
maybe
I would say that if the spell just requires your thoughts, it does not say that your thoughts are completely
Because with subtle spell, the spell just happens. You don't have to do none of this jazz.
So I would probably allow that.
No talk.
He
But
doesn't
you
have
don't
that,
have it,
so
so it doesn't
fine.
matter. But for future reference, okay.
Good.
So
That's good. To
Nova, you're up.
Okay.
She's looking
Where's
real
Nova?
bad.
Probably gonna die in my sleep.
Where's Nova?
She's in the astral plane.
You gonna put me back somewhere?
Oh, you're right. You are still in the astral plane. You spend your turn in the astral plane, and you come out at the end of your turn.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you
I was
skip your
running
turn.
towards Captain.
And you immediately
Pretty
just
toes.
come back to
Hey,
where you were.
I thought
confused.
you said that if I moved in the astral plane, I came back. In
And you
the
come back to
general
the
vicinity.
locate like where you went into it.
Mm-mm.
No.
If you
It's
move
just
in the
like with
astral
any of
plane-
the other, with any of the teleporting
Okay.
spells.
I was
different place.
I took my full movement towards Captain Pretty Pants, and I would
Okay.
take my
I'm
full movement again.
I'm gonna need you to make an
towards
athletics check
Captain Pretty Pants.
for me.
Can you see
As you're
where he
jumping
is
over a
now?
ravine.
In the-
Ravine.
like,
There is
can-
a 10-foot wide ravine in the ground that's
It's
just
where
missing.
she like last saw him, though,
I know.
right? Not where she, because she doesn't know where
Well,
he
my
is now.
first one
No,
was where I
because when
last
you're in
saw
the
him,
astral plane,
and
you
my
still get
second
glimpses of
one
the
would be
physical
again
plane.
where I see him.
Because all the pictures I
What-
see of the
what did
astral
you want?
plane, everything's all weird and
Athletics.
broken. So,
Yeah,
so
that's
there's
where-
just
it's
pieces
where
of the
unicorns
ground.
live.
20.
20. Okay, so yeah, you're easily able to jump over this ravine and get right.
Okay, and then my second
And
turn
then
that
he
I'm
would have
stuck in
been
the
running,
astral plane, I
and
would
then
see
you would-
him, and I'd still
Yeah,
go
you're able
towards
to
him.
get all the way up to him.
I just wanted to make sure that she could see him
I
because I'd
wanna
be
know
real
how
sad if she
scared
opened
he
up and
is.
saw me
Yeah,
and she
she was
attacked me because I
combat.
was standing in his
Okay.
place.
So at the end of your turn, you do appear
How scared
back
is he?
behind him.
How scared is he?
Who?
Him? Captain Pretty Pants?
He doesn't seem particularly scared at all.
I'm just saying, like, a
He was
person just
surprised.
a cat just randomly,
Zeno.
real excited looking.
Oh, she
teleported
popped up
right in front of
behind him because
Oh.
he's running in.
him. Okay,
So he barely even notices.
got it.
Or at this
Very
point, he's
scared.
decided you guys have got it, and he doesn't need to be set on fire anymore.
Yeah.
And he's just running to try to find his niece and nephew.
Do we blame him? No, we don't.
Yeah.
Xenos.
So, Manadora, what would you like to do? Everyone's running away from you.
I know, right? I just kind of go. Well, that's what I do for trying to help people, I guess.
It is
Still
what you
gonna
get.
do it, but whatever. You can't tell I'm definitely a teenager. Or at least act like one, apparently. I'm just gonna look around and then just be like, so, that chick. And then, magic missile her butt.
Okay. What's the
Apparently
range on
that's
magic missile?
120 feet.
120 feet? Yeah, you can see her, no problem. So that's, will be level 1. So that's all you have.
So, wait, is she within 60 feet of me? Or I can move to where she's within 60
You can
feet.
easily move to within 60 feet.
Okay.
You're gonna hit Tiki 2.
10-foot radius of her?
Oh,
Oh, that's right. It's
you.
not. I was
have you
thinking it
pointed-
was.
If you point it behind her. Never, if
What are
you
you
point it
looking at?
behind her.
I mistook
spell I did.
Sam as the person we were fighting.
No.
The hula
Yeah.
hoop.
No.
That-
Yeah,
that's
Simone?
just 'cause-
Yeah, that's not him.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just
He's still Hex, though, which is funny.
I'll just use magic.
Just
missile then.
these dark kind of, these greenish flames of just kind of sticking to his body, flickering off, on and off. So everything you do has green in it.
Then no, I'll just do ice knife instead because it's a 5 feet range, and I believe in your ability to dodge this. The second half of this effect, I believe in you.
Okay.
I'm gonna move close enough. If I have to do tabaxi speed, that's cool.
Yeah, you're able to
60
get close
feet.
enough. No problem. Okay.
I create a shard of ice since now I'm far enough away to where I'm not gonna have disadvantage at it no more.
Okay. So what's that?
Shard of ice.
Do you roll an attack or is it them?
They have to succeed on a dexterity save.
You know you can throw it to where I don't even have to.
No, because it goes directly to the shard of ice hits them.
Yeah, I'm talking about the second half. Yeah, the second half of it is it hits, and whether it misses or not, it explodes, and then whoever's in a 5 feet
that is
radius,
a natural 17.
then they have to do a
So
dexterity
she
saving
does
throw.
pass the dex save.
No, I have to make a ranged spell attack to see if I hit her, and then the
Gotcha.
second
Go ahead.
half you have to roll to see if
He
she
does.
saves.
Okay.
Yes, both of
Okay,
them.
go ahead.
Both
so
of
make
them.
your attack.
I want to be clear, it's both.
Make the attack.
I'm doing it.
We'll go through it.
And then plus my spell thingy. Oh, I just exited out of it. Oh, I'm getting it back.
Which would be. What are your spells? Intelligence?
Plus 6. So
No, it'd be plus 5.
my spell attack is 6
That's a 6.
because of my thing.
Nope,
My
you're right. Never mind. Yeah, your intelligence is. No, what's your intelligence at?
17. Modify of 3. Save 6.
Oh, that's right, because you. That's right, you switched 2 stats before we started. I forgot, I had the wrong ones.
Oh, looks like my thing's
I'll have
right
to
here.
get your stats from you.
Okay.
No, I remember that. Or I wrote them down wrong either way, but I never switched them back. Okay. Yep. So what was it?
25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then she
Really
takes.
hits. They don't have very high ACs. They have no armor.
She takes
They're
a
naked
1d10 piercing damage, and then hit or miss, the shard then explodes and attack the target, and each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice exploded must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay.
So 9.
9 points of damage.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Has the one.
Go ahead and make your dexterity save.
10.
10. That fails. So what does he take?
2d6.
It's 9. It was what you just rolled.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No.
9.
Or take 2d6 cold damage as the second part of my effect. This is just for her. This is for both of them. I just read the entire thing. 1d10 damage.
Too
hit or
much
miss.
lowering. Just go. Come on, quicker. Less lowering. If we're not sure of something, we just figure out what makes sense, and then we'll go back and figure out how to do it right later. That way we don't spend so much time
4.
arguing. 4 points. She saved on the second part,
Okay.
but it doesn't actually matter because with 9 points of damage,
She's dead.
I can't say how do you want to do this because that's someone else's thing.
Well,
How would you like to kill her?
I just kind of
Murder time,
Go.
fun time.
and create like a diamond kind of effect
Nice.
of ice shard, and I just go, BAM! And it just pierces right underneath her collarbone. Because I'm assuming she has one. Because
She
she
does.
has like up to here
Okay,
of
so you
human.
kind of move over here so you can get a good shot at her.
No, he said right
So
here.
you, yeah, her like
And
it
then-
comes down like just right
Gotcha.
about here to where if she pops up mostly out of the water, she looks very seductive.
And I'm just
She,
gonna,
and she looks like a naked woman in the water. And then when she comes up farther, you're like, oh no, no, no,
Right.
yeah.
I just thought you said it was like it cut off.
No,
like
no,
her
it's like
waist.
right here. Because normally
gotcha.
she only shows like her shoulders in the
Gotcha.
water.
She's just
Um,
barely popped out.
skillfully
Yeah,
missing
she is
the-
not a
the
mermaid.
Goliath.
Definitely not. Yeah, so you create
Just
this
gonna-
little crystal diamond, like elongated diamond,
Mm-hmm.
in your hand and just shoot it out, and it
No good
kind of
luck.
goes.
Diamonds are not for you.
As you are, it's very easy to miss the giant because he's just frozen there. He can't move, and so you just like right across him, and she's still up, lifted 10 feet off the ground, and it just goes right through. Where did you want it to hit?
Right underneath the collarbone, like chest, like
Just-
right past her heart kind of thing. Or no, your heart's not necessarily your chest, I'm stupid. Right into her heart. Just if that's
Okay.
where her heart
Well,
is.
just say so. It just pierces straight through her heart, out the other side. It does as it explodes out the other side. Then the ice is blasted backwards into them. Like it goes out the other side, and the whole thing just explodes in that direction, peppering her with more damage. Because
make
although
sure she's
she
killed.
would have rolled a natural 20 to save, she's dead. Dead things don't make dexterity saves.
Nice.
So she takes that damage too, and then you took. Are you still standing?
I have 3.
Okay, and he is barely standing after he also gets peppered by.
And then I'm just
your
gonna
ice
go the
shards.
cold
And
hearted
she just
bubblegum
collapses.
wrapper.
You
And
don't
then
know what bubblegum is.
Huh?
You don't know what bubblegum is.
bubble wrapper? I don't freaking that takes the thing out of me trying to call her a witch.
Okay.
I would have gotten bubblegum at the movie theater and I found out what bubblegum is.
I asked a lot of questions.
Yeah.
She was the first one
Trevor did
silenced.
say that we could have anything we
That's
wanted.
true. Okay,
All we
I
had
will let that bit of metagaming, like metagaming flashbacking, so you learn what bubblegum is. So she collapses dead on the
And
ground.
this is why I don't like affection. And then I'm gonna go over to him and ask him if he's okay.
To what?
And then I'm gonna go over to the Goliath and ask him if he's okay.
Okay, so you move up to the Goliath. And with that, the enemies are gone. We will drop out of combat. And being as it is 10:30, and you guys are super long role players, which I love, we're not going to start the role playing because we'll be here till 3 a.m. So
You could give us until 11. to
you are
finish
still a
everything
plant
else.
until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I
Can I
completely
stop being
forgot
a
about her. I
What?
completely forgot about her.
Did anyone?
Stay there.
We're finished. Did anyone want to go pick up the plant?
Oh,
Me.
Titus, you're already running to her.
I'm
So
closer.
Titus would have
I
been next,
was.
so I will let Titus just run up.
I
Titus
completely
runs up,
forgot.
very confused, having seen her turn into a plant, picks her up. You're just like, Iris?
Are you a goddess?
You're bowing.
I'll praise the iris.
About, yeah, and
Do I
slowly
come
start,
do I
you
come
slowly
out of it
start
to
moving,
see
yeah,
the
you slowly
turtle
start
bowing to me?
Can I pick the flower? I'm kidding.
About 6 seconds later, as
I
you're
come out of it missing
sniffing
an
her,
arm.
all of a sudden, she turns back into her.
Do I come out of it seeing him bow to me?
Make a dexterity check to see if you.
You can still hold her?
Make a strength check to see if you catch her,
Oh, yeah.
or you
Fall on
just
your
drop her
butt.
on the ground.
I want to take out the iris and then press it. That's what I was going to do. I was going to, if I remembered, because I got distracted by the C switch,
Yeah,
I
so
was
I come
going
out
to
of the
go over
spell
and
missing an
pluck your-
arm because you've been plucking flowers.
Not pluck flowers. I'm just going to pluck
19?
your entire
19.
being.
Okay, so she
how
just,
it works.
as you're holding her, she just turns back into Iris, and you're not holding Iris in your arms, like still sniffing her. You're
You
sort of
just asked if you were a
confused.
goddess. That's hilarious.
Turtle.
Yeah. And with that, we're gonna go
Hi,
ahead
Titus.
and wrap it up.
Then I still need to roll.
I wasn't
for-
gonna
to see
throw it
if
in the ocean at all.
What were you
Sergeant
doing?
and Stuffins breaks the
Oh,
ladder.
See if you can
we'll do that.
breathe in the water.
Okay.
So, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you
Bye.
next Monday.
Want to be clear? I killed the last one.
Stabby
Woo!
It's her
Invite your
first, it was her
friends.
first actual big kill, right?
that
As
was
Minadora.
your first
As
actual
Minadora.
first
Big
minute.
kill.
Invite
Awesome.
your
Yeah,
friends.
Nova's never
we
killed
like
anything.
viewers.
So we will see you guys.
Oh, it's
next
real
week.
dark by him. That poor guy is scared.
Oh yeah, that's right. As you appear, that's right. So that's to make it clear. As Nova bams
That's why
back.
I was asking.
Yeah, bams back into existence behind Xenos, who is just running into the gate to try to find his niece and nephew. Suddenly, there's just darkness around him, and he has no. He does hear you back behind him. He doesn't know who you are or what you are, and we'll find out what he does next week.
That's what it is.
He's just gonna bring his thing up, just like stab you, and maybe release a smite into you.
That'd be sexy.
That'd be sexy. So yeah, we will see you guys next week. Until next Monday,
Nice.
stay deadly, heroes, murder hobos.